we need these here.
Yeah, let me look. Hold on. There. Yeah, that's true. Looks like it should be though. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting some levels, but I can't tell if that's coming off the band or. Yeah, we haven't changed anything. We pretty much got to go straight into the mic. So, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, your officials for today, the referee, Mr. Ken Roan, the umpire, Mr. Cole Iwerts, the head linesman, Mr. Derek Hightower, the side judge, Mr. Sean Hout, the line judge, Mr. Derek Smith, the field judge, Mr. Jim Hines, and the back judge, Mr. Cantrell Gatson.
Give it right in and out.
Yeah. Where's the held bells queued for the time?
I'm trying to check the music. Just play it first.
Hey, who is it?
Do what?
Who are we playing it?
Playing East Central. Is there anything coming through the field mic?
Any idea? You want to toss? I guess the Rangers on the toss.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Northwestern Rangers have won the toss. They will receive. East Central will kick off and defend the north end zone. Okay. Now, this over here.
I lost that USB cord. I was like, oh, that's gonna be terrible.
Don't know how to set it up. That's why. You go check it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pioneer Cellular has been your wireless service provider since 1988. Proud to be a part of the communities they serve, providing local presence and support to partners at home, work, and school. You can visit them online at wirelesspioneer.com. Check out what's new at Pioneer Cellular. Also, bathrooms for home fans are located on the back side of the press box, with the women's being on the north side and the men's on the south. Visitor side bathrooms are located on the north side of the field house near the baseball field.
Eric.
Yeah.
What did we enter the away
relationships with our customers. Stop by any of our convenient locations in Alva, Enid, Burlington, Freedom, or Kiowa to speak to our friendly staff about how we can help you today to prepare for your tomorrow. Alva State Bank, family owned and operated, member FDIC.
The Tigers take snap number 1, back to pass. Nobody open. East Central flush from the pocket, and they will rush across the 30-yard line to the 35 to the 40, nearly the 45-yard line. Tackle made by, one of the Rangers over there. But what got my attention for a second, Dustin, is all the laundry that came flying into the end of that one as an East Central player picks themselves up off the Northwestern sideline. On the run that time was quarterback David Cornwell.
Yeah, Cornwell, the 6'1", 230-pound senior from Norman, Oklahoma. Actually played high school ball at Norman North. Folks, this is a guy that actually spent 2 seasons at Alabama, was a highly rated recruit, played in the Under Armour All-American game. So a big-time player coming out of high school. Obviously nothing panned out at the Division I level. Now he's found himself back in Oklahoma, not too far from home at East Central.
He looks to be a lot taller than 6'1". I'm not entirely sure that's correct. He's a fairly imposing height out there on the field, right?
Yeah. Well, I think we just got the call on the flag. It was an unsportsmanlike conduct against East Central, so that'll back them up, kind of negate the first down run that time from David Cornwell. So 13:29 to go. Again, after that big run, they'll be backed up inside the 30 to the 29 now.
So here we go. Penalties on people that aren't the Rangers. That's an interesting way to do things. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Northwestern's been penalized a ton this year, Dustin, coming off a 13-penalty game against Southeastern a week ago. Also, only 27 pass yards for the Rangers last week. 2 marks I'd like to see us do better at this week. 13:15 left to go as Cordwell takes the snap. Drops back, pressure coming. Nice screen set up here, complete at the 28-yard line across the 30, 35 to the 40 before he is tripped up and brought down. That's Maurice Wright getting his first tackle of the game.
Well, that's the tailback Tyson Jones that time. Matt, we actually don't have any numbers on Tyson Jones. I'm wondering if this is his first game back to play on this season. There are no statistics listed for him, but he is the starter today. The 5'10", 210-pound junior from Sherman, Texas, made a nice catch on the screen that time, able to get a first down for the Tigers.
Cornwell will again be out of the shotgun. Rangers bring 4, no heavy pressure. Cornwell will roll to the near side, throws that ball away. Man, he's got an arm. That one headed toward the, a little concrete rail there, defining the end of the football field and the beginning of the march uphill. And he got that there with very little effort, it looked like.
Yeah, you see the arm that time from Cornwell again. That's, he was a big-time quarterback coming out of high school, but you see him launch that one down the sidelines, just overshooting the wide receiver.
Those numbers you were looking for on Tyson Jones, by the way, he's number 26. That is a number we have on him.
Oh, no, I mean his statistics.
Right. And sarcasm.
Okay, yeah.
Not appreciated on this podcast.
No, my bad.
Cornwell will take the snap. Hands off to Jones, who's going to try the middle of the field as he initially comes to the right, cuts back toward the center of the hash marks, falls into a pile of they're very
Wisconsin-like.
There you go.
With Al Johnson. Again, well, and that's what we kind of expected from this
huddle
team.
On the field, though. When's the last time you saw that?
You don't see it very often. This day and age, most teams have gone to the hurry-up type of offense, and spreading the ball around. But East Central has gone back to that old-school style, again, with Al Johnson coming from from Wisconsin. Not surprised to see them do that. And that's why, again, the Rangers, when they get the football today, they've got to go score because East Central's going to want to milk this clock.
Not sure the huddle helped much as they face a 4th down situation now, and they will punt this one away to the Rangers. Big punt. That one's deep. Taken by Horatio Smith at the 10-yard line. 2 moves before the coverage team can get down the field. Horatio gets to the 15, but then is knocked backwards, and the spot of the ball will be officially just shy of the 14-yard line. Rangers will have it 1st and 10. Timeout on the field, so we'll take another one here in the booth. Both teams have had a single offensive possession. No points on the board yet. Either way, you're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational and guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts, because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve. Woodward and Enid, Oklahoma, plus Harper and Anthony, Kansas. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to this week's version of Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow, high above the Ranger Field in the Dean Linder press box, enjoying a great view over Alva, Oklahoma on homecoming weekend. Football weather is how they define this. So football, however, football not what we're seeing a ton of yet. Great defensive matchup. The offenses still kind of feeling each other out, if you will. DeLeon takes the snap. He'll hand to Gatewood, running right, met at the line of scrimmage. Tries to push through one tackler. Tyson Gatewood will fall forward. I wouldn't give him a full yards credit there, but definitely half or so, 2nd and long coming up for the Rangers.
Well, it's interesting to see Gatewood get the start today, Matt, but it shouldn't be that surprising if you're following this team, is how well Tyson Gatewood has performed, especially against Southern Ark, and then last week running for 84 yards against Southeastern. Hopefully we can get the running game going.
Man, he's put in work the last couple of weeks for sure. Definitely earned his place or his try today. 10:49 to go as DeLeon takes the snap. Again, a hand to Gatewood. This time he'll come to the near side. Hole opened up. Good block here. He'll get across the 20-yard line. Hit at the 25. Driven out of bounds at the 27. And that will be a Community Bank 1st down as the Rangers have finally run an offensive play, Dustin, that seems like it could be the start of something.
Yeah, again, that's a good run that time from Gatewood. Good job by the left side of the offensive line that time to open up that hole. And Gatewood, again, he doesn't need a whole lot of room, Matt, and able to spring that one for a 1st down.
No, he's got plenty of speed, lots of agility for Tyson Gatewood. Snap back again to Leon. We have not seen him attempt to throw the ball except once, a pass intended for Gatewood that was over his head. This time Tyson will take it across the 35-yard line and be ridden down shy of the 40. He'll pick up 8 on 1st down, brings up 2nd down and 2 for the Rangers.
And now we have a Ranger down. It looks like an offensive lineman is down for Northwestern. I think that could be the center, Brandon Nickham.
Boy, that would be a terrible injury for the Rangers to have to deal with here as the training staff makes their way out to the field. Injured player has not attempted to get up yet. Trainers appear to be paying some attention to looks like his left leg there. So
real quick, Matt, let's get some progress reports throughout the rest of the Great American Conference. Henderson State on top of Oklahoma Baptist 35-14. In that one, Southern Arkansas led Southern Nazarene on the road 14-10 at half. A close one there at Bethany, but they've now extended their lead to 21-10. So far, those are the 2 games going on in the Great American Conference.
Well, it looks as though the injured player will be helped up off the ground. That is going to be Brandon Nickham, like you called it, Dustin. Excellent work. He's going to limp off, and that's unfortunate. He's coming off under his own power. He's not being supported under either arm right now, but very slowly limping off the field. So if Brandon Nickham is headed to the sideline, that means Sebastian Escalante will be in the game as the center for the Rangers. He goes 6 feet 2 inches tall, 253 pounds, the redshirt junior from Keller, Texas.
Matt, we haven't had a whole lot of injuries this season, but the ones that we have had tend to be offensive linemen.
Certainly.
So far in the season. So again, we'll see what Escalante can do coming in. Offensive line's only given up 8 sacks through 5 games.
DeLeon takes the snap, handoff. Gatewood again, nice hole this time as he gets across the 45-yard line. He had more room to run there, and that was just a tripped-up tackle. Got his feet tangled up with it. Offensive guy, defensive guy, didn't really matter. The point is, he hit the hole that it was there. Just literally feet tangled around somebody else's brought him to the ground there, and there was a lot of green in front of him.
Yeah, if he doesn't get tangled up, there's no question Gatewood's probably in East Central territory. May have had an opportunity to score a touchdown.
Rangers moving the ball. The second Community Bank first down just a play ago. DeLeon will take this one. A bad snap, hit the turf, and he's going to pick it up, try to do something with it. Gets across the half-court line, if you will, into East Central territory, and then a flag comes floating out on the field.
Yeah, I think this one's coming back. I think this is going to be a holding against the Rangers, but you see the quickness from Cesar DeLeon. Again, we don't know a whole lot to what to expect with this kid. A junior college transfer from Bakersfield Community College out west.
Certainly has been an experienced player. I'm told that he was a premier type of guy out there in his community college days, so certainly not without experience at the collegiate level. Penalty will, in fact, be against the Rangers, and I believe they said that was a hold, did they not?
They did. That's going to be a hold, and that's where the Rangers have struggled this year, Matt. They put themselves in tough situations, especially on first down. You just can't have penalties there on first down. It puts you behind the chains.
Yeah, we were very close to first down yardage off that run from Caesar a minute ago, and would have been in East Central territory. Now they face 1st and 20, ball at the 36-yard line in their own territory. DeLeon backing up, pressure coming. It looked like it was a screen. If that's the case, East Central didn't buy it because they were all over Tyson Gatewood. DeLeon just had to spike that one into the ground.
Yeah, that was Moses Williams, the defensive tackle for East Central that time, able to read that play really well as he comes off the field. So a good play by Williams to really snuff out the screen. We see Rangers run a lot of screens, Matt, so we expect to see that a lot throughout this ball game.
Absolutely. Raphael Edwards Jr. subs into the game. He'll be in the wing back position this time. 3 men in the backfield with Caesar. He will take the long snap count. Now wants to throw down the near sideline. Has a man, and it's incomplete. That one through the fingertips of Kentrez Bell, who athletically, Dustin, was in place. Ball hit him. Wasn't a great throw, but it was a catchable throw. Hate to see him not be able to drag that one in. Flag down right there. 10 yards deep beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was one you'd like to see Kentrez Bell come up with. Maybe it's just a little bit high from Cesar DeLeon, but the old rule is if you get your hands on it, you've got to catch it. We'll see what the penalty flag is here. And I'm not sure if this is against Northwestern. I think this is going to be an ineligible receiver downfield.
Definitely what it looks like.
Is it working? I don't think so, because I can't even hear.
So that's going to back up. Actually, East Central is going to decline the penalty. So, yeah, it is a 3rd down and 20 now for Northwestern, as DeLeon will go back to the gun here on 3rd down, takes the snap, hands off to Gatewood up the middle, now to his left at the 40, up to the 45, and tackled at the 46-yard line. So Gatewood's going to come up short on that 3rd down and play. So the Rangers will be forced to punt now here on 4th down.
By Edwards and Stonewall.
Sorry, Dustin, a little technical issue there, trying to get the referee sound back in here to us, and haven't been able to do it yet.
Rangers again, it's just it's a good run from Gatewood, but again, it had so many yards to go after that penalty.
Well, and just again, one of those drives that, look at where we're at, 4th down and 10, if that's not starting behind the chain, we're again near first down yardage after that 3rd down play. So Humble kicks it away. It's fielded at the 10, and look at this, special teams coverage in position, but East Central able to slip right past a host of Ranger tacklers. They're going to go from the 10 to the 20 all the way down to the 30, make it the the 45 line. Unbelievable return from the Tigers right there, and not a great showing of special teams tackling for Northwestern.
Now, it looked like the Rangers were going to be able to get Trinity Benson back down there inside the 10-yard line, but he took that one off the hop and able to break through one tackle and able to get a lot of yardage. But again, this one looks like it's going to come back, Matt, though. I think we're going to have a holding on the return.
Which is fantastic news, don't get me wrong. I'm certainly glad the Rangers are going to catch a break of some sort. However, I didn't see the flag, and again, still having some trouble with the referee's sound.
Well, and this will be a spot foul, so instead of being backed up inside the 10 where they would have been, the spot was at the 18 or the 19-yard line is where East Central will take over. And again, that negates a huge return that time from arguably the top offensive player for East Central and Trinity Benson.
Certainly does. So the offense for the Tigers back out on the field. It will be Cornwell under center, takes the snap, handoff going left side. That one, Tyson Jones on the run, and he'll be ushered out of bounds. A host of Ranger tacklers over there. Try to see what they're going to give him as far as yardage. Where did his foot hit out? Let's call it 4 yards, 2nd down and 6 upcoming.
That was actually on the end around. That was the wide receiver, Jeremiah Jefferson, who took the handoff, who came in motion from right to left.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so here we go. 7:52 in a scoreless first quarter. Both teams have had offensive drives that have stalled out. The Rangers 2 possessions, this East Central 2nd. Cornwell out of the gun this time. Sends a man in motion from left to right. Takes the snap, handoff coming near side. Scrimmage. Bring pressure from 5. A late blitz coming. Rangers have gotten there, and Cornwell's going to go down. That's a sack for Northwestern. The defense steps up big there, Dustin. Bringing down Cornwell was Adrian Brown.
Yeah, Brown with great pressure that time to get in into the backfield, and good coverage downfield for Northwestern. That's what you like to see, is a coverage sack, as Cornwell just had nowhere to go with the football, tried to escape, but Adrian Brown able to just wrap his arms around him and take him down to the ground and force a huge sack there for Northwestern. Now, Eastern's are going to be forced to punt inside their own end zone.
That was a well pulled off blitz, too. They timed it perfectly. A little delay from the linebackers and then right through the gaps, forcing that last minute change that freed Brown up. Horatio Smith will call for the fair catch and make it at the 49-yard line in Ranger territory. So Northwestern takes over 51 yards from pay dirt for offensive series number 3. We'll see if the Rangers can start that spark, Dustin. A couple of decent offensive plays thus far, but nothing that has said this is going to be the game-changing momentum that Northwestern has needed.
Yeah, both teams have struggled offensively so far in this one, but I think you got to give credit to both defenses. They've played pretty well, but the Rangers, again, have an advantage here with forcing that sack from Adrian Brown. Now going to take over in pretty good field position right near midfield. An opportunity to pick up some points here for Northwestern on this drive.
Caesar's going to go out of the gun. Tight formation for the Rangers. One man in the backfield. Hand off to Gatewood. Going right. Cuts back at the 50-yard line. Piled up at the 49. He'll move the ball forward to the 48 in Tiger territory, and that's all the running that he could get done there for Northwestern.
Yeah, not a bad run from Gatewood that time. At least able to make something out of nothing. Just clogged up on that right side. But Gatewood does spring for, maybe 3-4 yards on first down.
So 2nd down, and we'll call that 8 for the Rangers. Handoff coming to the near side. Gavin Garner, a little jet sweep we haven't seen yet this season. And he'll take the ball across the 40-yard line near side of the field. That's enough for a Community Bank first down.
Sweep around the left side. Tackle made by Edwards. First down, Rangers. Ball at the 40-yard.
So here we go. First down for the Rangers as they move into East Central territory. A handful of yards picked up on the day by this Northwestern crew. De Leon will hand off near side. Horatio Smith in the backfield, and they're going to get him by an elbow. It wasn't really an ankle tackle. They literally had a hold of his arm, slid to the ground, and kind of drug him down with him.
Yeah, that was Keaton Bell who made that play, and I'm going to tell you, if Bell doesn't make that play, Horatio Smith has a lot of running room. Interesting move there to put Horatio Smith in the backfield. Reminds me a little bit of what West Virginia did with Tavon Austin, what Dana Holgerson did with that offense, putting Tavon Austin in the backfield. And a lot of times, hey, you got to get the ball in one of your best players' hands offensively.
Well, and to me, it goes back to the idea that these guys are having some fun out there. I think maybe that's what one of the things that's been missing from the offensive production end is just getting out there knowing you can do your job against these guys. Caesar takes the snap, handoff up the middle. This is Jalen Williams on the run, and he'll take it across the 29-yard line, knocked down at the 30, good enough for a first down, and the Rangers will move the sticks once again. Don't forget, Ranger first downs this season brought to you by Community Bank. First in business, first in community. It's a Community Bank first down.
Yeah, good to see Jalen Williams pick up the carry that time. Didn't see him at Southeastern at all, but come back in this one, taking over for Gatewood so far now on this drive.
De Leon out of the gun again. 2 men in the backfield. Handoff Jalen Williams. Little crease, big hole right there as Jalen finds a way to slide right between two defenders, and then the secondary opens up for him. He'll get across the 20-yard line and put the Rangers 1st and 10 in the red zone. Another Community Bank first down. Dustin, by my count, that's several.
And Lyndon Edwards that time comes up with the ankle tackle for East Central. And again, they've come up with a few of those, so the Rangers have an opportunity to spring for a touchdown.
Gatewood on the carry this time, starts right, moving back left. And nothing doing. The offensive line there was all flowing to the right side to one of those option read plays where, find that hole, and once you see it, go for it. Nothing ever materialized, so Gatewood just puts his head down. He will pick up 5, call it 6 on that play as the Rangers got a tremendous push, but really just behind the offensive line up to the point of contact for Gatewood that time. Caesar again takes the shotgun snap. Give to Gatewood, goes inside, pops it out at the 10, now to the 5. Diving touchdown, Rangers. Northwestern's on the board, and they will take the lead over East Central here on homecoming weekend, 6-0. Gatewood looked great that time as he went full Superman extension to cross the goal line.
Yeah, read option play that time for Northwestern. Caesar does a good job of reading the defensive end, hands it off to the running back, and Gatewood does the rest off that right side. And again, Matt, he's so quick and just doesn't need a whole lot of room, and he's able to score the first touchdown for the Rangers.
I'll check real quick. Yeah, let's see. Gatewood's got several yards today. 3:14 left to go here in quarter number 1. Flag on the field. That's a nice try, guys. Not quite. Rangers are running an offensive lineman off the field, and the Whitecap throws the flag.
Illegal substitution against the Rangers. Take it back 5 yards.
So an illegal substitution against Northwestern. That'll just back it up, make it a little bit longer of an extra point.
The joke's on the referee that time. We've given him a microphone prior to this game, but it's really just for appearance sake.
It is.
So the substitution infraction, like Dustin said, backs us up. That means this point after attempt will be a 25-yarder as it will be kicked from the 15. Ball is down. Kick is away. It looks good. It is good. The field goal length point after attempt will go on the board, and the Rangers now lead 7-0. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Pulse 105.7.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center, Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
Are you in need of electrical work done at your home, farm, or business? Northwest Electric in Alva is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, David, Tim, and Scott are fully qualified electricians with over 100 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction or remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Goldbug and Ranger Athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
Welcome back. The Rangers have a 7-0 lead. 3:14 left to go in quarter number 1. Hey, if you're wondering, winning homecoming button number 477. So if you've got one of those homecoming buttons, you can check to see if yours happens to be number 477. You have won the raffle prize. Kickoff taken by East Central near the 20-yard line. Big return in progress across the far side of the field to the 30 to 40 and down at the 45. Flag comes in right at the 45-yard line. We'll have to wait and see. I have no idea what that one could be. They're indicating holding against East Central, so this could come back as well.
Too many flags being thrown, obviously, here in the first quarter, but it's good to see that, obviously, it's against East Central, but that will negate another big special teams play, Matt. They've had 2 of those now on a punt return, now a kickoff, and they're going to be backed up. And here's the thing, East Central needs those special teams plays because of how poor they are on offense. I mean, they need that field position where they're not having to drive 75, 80 yards. So this will be a huge advantage for Northwestern that they'll be backed up a little bit.
So here we go.
He's going to put the ball at the 35-yard line.
That will place the ball down at the 35.
I'm wrong, line. I guess. I expect him to be backed up a bit more. Must have been a spot foul.
Well, actually, maybe that's right, Dust. They threw that. That flag was resting on the 45, so we'll take it at the 35, I guess. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Snap back to Cornwell. Pressure coming. Rangers have hit him. He's got away for the first tackle, coming toward the near side, and he'll have to go down. Gosh, Cornwell so athletic there to get away from the first defender, and then eyes downfield the whole time, Dustin. Only problem was there was literally nobody on this side to throw to. They had one receiver downfield. That was Trinity Benson. And Benson was in heavy coverage. Nobody coming to the aid of David Cornwell.
Yeah, just had nowhere to go with it. Decided to take off and run. And Kyler Ferguson comes up from that linebacker spot, able to make that play and bring down Cornwell behind the line of scrimmage on first down.
We talked about the fact that the Northwestern defense has been playing big this season. So I'm happy to see that the pressure is still going to be brought here by the Rangers. Handoff up the middle. This one's going to go just to the left side off the left guard. And eventually stopped for a gain of, call that 4. 3rd down and 6 upcoming.
Right.
That was Tyson Jones on the carry that time, able to pick up a short gain that time for East Central. Now brings up 3rd down and 6. This is about where they'd want to be. I think East Central would probably be rather be at probably 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, but 3rd and 6 is not bad for them. Gives them an opportunity again because, folks, that offensively they just are not great. They only average 222 yards a game.
They're going to run bunch receivers to the near side. One man in the backfield alongside Cornwell. Long snap count here. He'll take it. Drops back. Pressure coming. Rangers have him in the clutch, and he's going to go down at the 30-yard line. Sack number 3 today for Ranger football.
Yeah, and that's 2 now for Adrian Brown, coming up with 2 big plays to bring down David Cornwell. When Adrian Brown has been a force so far here in the first quarter for the Northwestern. Again, East Central forced to punt.
Israel Cotton celebrating on that one as well as he helped blow open some of those holes as the defense just flooded into the Tiger backfield that time. And now again, Tigers forced to punt it away. Jackson Preston will be set to kick it deep. Horatio Smith set up at the 30-yard line, ready for the return. Snap is back. The punt's away, end over end. Smith will take it right at the 30 to the 35, now the 40. Room across midfield to the 50 to the 45 in the air, and he'll be upended at the 42-yard line. Terrific return from Horatio Smith, and that sets the Rangers up with a short field in Tiger territory.
Yeah, we talked about it. It was one of our State Farm keys to the game. Big special teams plays, and that one's a huge one there for Horatio Smith. Maybe get him going, but now Rangers are going to start in East Central territory, and if it wasn't for Jack Preston, the punter, coming up and hit Smith, we're talking about Rangers being inside the 40 to 35.
So here we go. De Leon will bring his team back out to the field. The Rangers have a 7-0 lead, 51 seconds left in quarter number 1, and the Rangers facing 42 yards to touchdown number 2. Handoff to Gatewood, starts right, goes left, big hole, across the 40, now the 35 to the 31 man to beat, cuts inside on a block from Gavin Gardner. Here goes Tyson Gatewood to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers. What a block from Gavin Gardner.
It was fantastic run from Gatewood, and we're going to see if this is going to come back or not, because there are
flags on the field.
Sitting at the 15.
2 of them. And it's going to come back. Holding against the Rangers. Oh, my. Every big play this season seems to come with one of those little yellow, prizes from the referee. Good night. Rangers will be backed up again.
A ton of flags thrown in the first quarter, Matt. A ton of them.
Certainly have. Both teams. The Rangers, the only silver lining from this one is that the occurrence happens so far downfield that the 10-yard penalty will still result in a first down for the Rangers. But instead of having it in the end zone off the great run from Tyson Gatewood, the Rangers will be set up first down, 10 to go at the 25-yard line. DeLeon in the backfield, tight formation for the Rangers. He will hand off right to Williams. Jalen on the run. He's going to be hit right about the line of scrimmage. Able to continue to charge diagonally forward for a gain of 3. Second down and 7 upcoming as the Rangers will now be on the 22.
We'll see if the Rangers decide to run a play here before the end of the first quarter. About 6 seconds differential between the game clock and the
we need those off, please. If you can turn your lights off.
Play clock. So we'll see what the Rangers decide to do here. I think they are going to run a play, though, Matt.
I think so. The snap will go back to DeLeon. Sets up, throwing. It's low, diving catch. Can't be made. Horatio Smith looked like he got a fingertip on it, but couldn't come up with the grab. And that will be incomplete. Stops the clock with just under 6 seconds as the Rangers will face third down here in quarter number 1. Do they want to take their shot at this end of the field or the opposite end? They've really kind of got the option depending on how they approach this third down.
Yeah, that Daly on that time got to step into that throw to Smith because he had Horatio Smith wide open, and Smith just could not corral that one as it was thrown low.
Yeah, ball just really almost the opposite of a sail right there, just kind of worked its way down, if you will. Handoff as the Rangers will keep it on the ground again today, and this one not going anywhere. Across the line of scrimmage is Jalen Williams, and then wrapped up and dropped backwards. They'll give him no gain on that play. To be honest, it might be generous.
But that's an interesting play call on third and long like that to run it with Williams, and that obviously will be the final play. We'll see what the Rangers decide to do on fourth down as we begin the second quarter.
There we go. You're listening to Ranger Football right here on the Pulse 105.7.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center, Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
Are you in need of electrical work done at your home, farm, or business? Northwest Electric in Alva is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, David, Tim, and Scott are fully qualified electricians with over 100 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction or remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Goldbug and Ranger Athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Second quarter action about to get underway. Northwestern leads East Central University by a score of 7-0. Rangers are threatening, or at least had been, Dustin. They just outside the red zone. They've already put this touchdown on the board once, but it came back on a holding penalty, and now the Rangers looking to go for a field goal attempt. Goodrich is going to try this one from 39 yards away. The kick is up. It is no good. Northwestern comes away empty on a stellar offensive possession started at the 48-yard line there in East Central territory. Moved the ball all the way into the end zone. Holding penalty brought it back, and then from the 25, just couldn't regain that momentum. Had to try that field goal attempt, and we missed the 39-yard field goal.
Yeah, not an easy kick from Goodrich, especially in these type of conditions out there. That's why the third down call surprised me so much, Matt. I thought maybe if you're going to run the ball on third down like that, you may be going for it on fourth down. You try and put it in the air. Now all of a sudden, he'll start at the 22.
Yeah, that's definitely... Gosh, not the way you'd like to see that one come out. A good kick, though. I mean, it got off. It had the distance. I don't know that it would have. I don't know that it had a whole lot of extra distance on it, but it certainly had the leg to get in. It just missed. I'm going to say wide left from what the kicker's perspective would be.
Yeah, let's look at some so far game statistics brought to you by McDermott and Associates. So far, Northwestern was 7 Community Bank first downs. East Central was just 1. Rangers have 86 yards rushing on 15 carries, just 8 passing yards. East Central with just 11 passing yards and 10 rushing yards so far. Cesar De Leon in his debut, 1 of 5 for 8 yards. Leading rusher for Northwestern is Tyson Gatewood, 8 for 57.
So here we've got it. East Central back out on the field. Second quarter just underway. Rangers lead 7-0. East Central just forced the Rangers to attempt a field goal. It didn't work out.
And a new quarterback for East Central.
Certainly was. I was going to make note of that. It's not Cornwell that's out there this time. Man, I'm going to figure out how to turn this sheet over here in a minute, I promise. I believe that may be, was it Ramsey, Dustin? I couldn't catch a number.
Yes, it was Ray John Austin Ramsey.
Ramsey, in his first appearance, handed the ball off straight up the middle, but they picked up 9. Effective.
Yeah, and you'll see, I think this, most of the season from East Central, he's thrown for 239 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Ramsey drops back, wants to air one out, throws long down the far sideline. That is caught at the 40 in Ranger territory. Jeremiah Jefferson reels that one in one-on-one coverage. Wow, what a pitch and catch.
Yeah, it was. Pretty good throw that time from Ramsey. Just an even better catch from Jeremiah Jefferson. Again, the coverage was good that time, but Jefferson goes up to make that play and to be able to bring that one down. Jefferson now with 8 catches on the season, came into this one with 7 catches for 68 yards.
Third first down in the game for East Central. Northwestern already with 7 on this contest. Ramsey will be out of the gun. 1 man in the backfield with him. 3 wideouts. 2 to the near side. Takes the snap. Handoff. Wants to come near side. Slips through 1 tackle. That was Maurice Wright. Ball's popped out. It's loose on the turf, and the Rangers have it. Northwestern's forced an East Central fumble. The Rangers will take this one back. Watch out. Momentum. Here we come.
Oh, that was huge. Again, a different tailback for East Central that time. That was Tanner Patino who fumbled that football. Rangers able to come up with the turnover, though.
And there is an injured Ranger down on the field right now. This one's going to go to an official's timeout, Dustin. This would be an opportunity for us to break away as the injured players attended to. We'll have more from Ranger football when we return. You're listening to the Pulse 105.7.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center, Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
The last thing you needed this week was car trouble, and you're too busy to find a trustworthy shop. K&K Body Works in Alva is the first-class choice. K&K Body Works is here to help you when life takes a wrong turn. Just come in, drop off your car, and we'll take care of the rest. From the estimate process to working with your insurance, our technicians will work to have your car looking as good as new. Real experiences with real people, a business you can trust. That's K&K Body Works, proud supporters of the Northwestern Rangers and the Alva Goldbugs.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early.
Arrangements for weddings, funerals, holidays, and all those special occasions. The Rusty Bucket also offers delivery in Alva and the surrounding communities. They are offering pumpkins and mums in the fall, fresh greenery and poinsettias for Christmas, plus annuals and perennials in the spring. If you prefer indoor plants, they carry a variety of indoor plants for you to choose from. Rusty Bucket strives on giving you the best customer service. Call the Rusty Bucket at 580-327-5444 or stop by their location on the corner of 5th and Barnes in downtown Alva.
Jason Malai, the injured Ranger, has come up off the field under his own power. He was being attended to for a good deal of time right there, Dustin. So good to see that the young man able to set up and then finally come off of the field. The Ranger offense will retake its place. 13:38 left to go here in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Rangers as De Leon has got the shotgun snap coming. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Handoff to Gatewood running to his left, and he is going to be eaten up. Huge loss. Rangers had just recovered a fumble. That was the first play after that fumble recovery where Malai was hurt. It will go for a loss of 4 yards, 2nd and 14.
Yeah, that was the safety Cameron Jones who made that play. East Central just read that one perfectly, and now the Rangers behind the chains here, making it 2nd and 13 on this upcoming play.
Again, tight formation for the Rangers. 2 men in the backfield. Bailey Garza is going to go in motion. They'll move Raphael Edwards from the right tight end to the left. Snap back to DeLeon. He will hand off Gatewood. Cuts his way through the middle. Big hole. One man holding on to him as he'll cross the 45-yard line and go down just shy of the 50. Good enough for a Community Bank first down. That will be number 8 for Ranger football.
Yeah, such a hard run that time for Tyson Gatewood, able to drag a couple of East Central defenders with him. As again, Matt, when he bursts through that hole, he's got an opportunity to break one every time Tyson Gatewood touches the football, able to pick up, though, a huge first down for Northwestern, keep the drive alive.
Certainly. 12:36 to go. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Garza and Edwards in motion again. Snap back to DeLeon. He will hand off Gatewood again, this time across the 50-yard line down to the 48 in East Central territory. Pickup of, call it 4 on first down, 2nd and 6 upcoming. Anybody up there listening to us in the tiers, the Northwestern Athletics program would like to remind you that you've got to have your lights off if you're up there in the tiers, especially those of you facing the field. Make sure you've got those headlights and daytime running lights turned off per NCAA rules. 2nd down and 6 upcoming. Snap back. Gatewood takes the handoff. Ooh, nowhere to go here. He's going to be wrapped up and stopped at midfield. He'll lose 2 on that play. Dustin, predominantly a rush the ball offense from the Rangers so far. 101 rushing yards on the day so far. Minus those 2, we'll call it 98 on the day.
Wanted to see the Rangers be balanced today, but that, to the look of it right now here in the first half, that's not going to happen because DeLeon has not thrown too many passes so far. They're going to be sticking with that running game, and now you expect the Rangers to throw the ball here on 3rd and long.
Well, math. 99 rush yards. 101 minus 2 leaves us with 99. Snap back, DeLeon over the middle, in and out of the hands of Gavin Gardner. That pass was perfect. I liked that one. That one's on Gavin. Just didn't get that one brought in, right?
No, you got to catch that one. That was a great. That's probably been the best throw, I think, by Cesar DeLeon today, and that would have got the Rangers a first down over the middle and put them into East Central territory. That's one. If you're Gavin Garner, you know he's going to want that one back because he should have caught it.
Yeah, that may be the best pass the Rangers have thrown in 2 weeks. Right on target. Northwestern's run 25 plays, 107 offensive yards so far today. 1 of 6 are the Rangers in the pass department. Punt from Blake Humble is away. Going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. Fair caught at the call it. They're going to give him the 10 exactly. That looks like it is. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 10-yard line, 90 yards away from Pater. Northwestern defense next up out here on Ranger Field. Looks like a short media timeout, so we'll join them. You're listening to Ranger Football right here on The Pulse. Is your flooring boring and outdated? Then you need to contact Pettit's House of Carpet in Alva, Oklahoma today. Pettit's has it all. Hardwood, porcelain, LVT, ceramic, and rugs in all the best name brands. Let the experts at Pettit's help you find the perfect color, pattern, texture, and style for your home or business. What are you waiting for? Don't just settle for any old flooring. Get the experts. Get Pettit's House of Carpet today. Come see them at 1128 College Boulevard in Alva, or schedule your consultation by calling 327-3044. That's 327-3044. Pettit's House of Carpet, where we put quality first.
Stop by Holder Drug in Alva, as they have some exciting deals going on in October. Their Swig cups are half price, marked down from $19.95. They have Goldbug, Ranger, Sooner, and Cowboy colors for each Swig cup. Flu season is nearly upon us, so you can grab your flu shot anytime at Holder Drug. Be sure to bring your health insurance card. If you are without insurance, flu shots are $35. Fall decor is also in and moving quickly. And Holder Drug Fountain still has the best ice cream in town, so grab a delicious Jack and Jill sundae. That's Holder Drug on the downtown Square in Alva.
The last thing you needed this week was car trouble, and you're too busy to find a trustworthy shop. K&K Body Works in Alva is the first-class choice. K&K Body Works is here to help you when life takes a wrong turn. Just come in, drop off your car, and we'll take care of the rest. From the estimate process to working with your insurance, our technicians will work to have your car looking as good as new. Real experiences with real people, a business you can trust. That's K&K Body Works, proud supporters of the Northwestern Rangers and the Alva Gold Bugs.
Well, at the break, we missed a sweep to the far side of the field, picked up about 5. Going to bring up 2nd and 5 to go. A handoff up the middle, and this one's going to go for more than enough for the first down, Dustin. They will pick up nearly 10, call it 11 on that play, and advance the ball to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers of East Central. That will be first down number 3 today.
Yeah, Tyson Jones with a big run. One of the probably the better plays we've seen from East Central in the first half. Again, they have struggled offensively, but give credit to the Ranger defense. They've come up with a couple of sacks. They've come up with a turnover as well here in the first half.
Ramsey back out on the field. He's got Tyson Jones in the backfield with him. Tight formation. Nobody split out wide, but 2 wingbacks. Snap back to Ramsey. Gives the ball to Jones coming near side. That's Armstrong coming near side. He'll be wrapped up just beyond the line of scrimmage and then flung forward as he rolled across the body of a defender. He'll pick up 4 on that play. 2nd and 6 upcoming. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Reuben Armstrong, a third tailback now used by East Central here, coming to this one with 217 rushing yards, averaging 44 yards per game. He's done a lot, though, as well as a receiver out of the backfield, is with 12 catches, 147 yards, and 1 touchdown on the season.
The Lone Ranger touchdown remains the only score in the game. 9:24 to go in the first half. 7-0 Rangers on top. Handoff to Armstrong again. This time they'll attack the right side of the defense, far side of the field from my and Dustin's position. And it will go for no gain. 3rd down and call it 7 upcoming.
Yeah, not much doing there for Armstrong off the right side. Good stop from the Ranger defense. Now forces East Central where they definitely don't want to be in 3rd and 7.
Tigers break the huddle. Unique. I don't get to call those very often. That's the pacing here. You can tell it's messing with us a bit.
Well, this first half has moved, Matt, quick.
It has, just not at a quick pace for football, but the clock has been constantly running. Incomplete pass to the near side as Ramsey comes out and looks this direction. He badly missed his intended target that time. I think he was trying to throw that ball, Dustin, to Tyson Jones. Trey Merritt nearly came up with it. Would have been fantastic. Trey Barrett would have had the simplest touchdown he's ever scored in his career as a defensive back, as there would have been 0 chance of anybody getting between him and the end zone.
Well, now with that stop, Rangers with an opportunity here to pick up some good field position. We'll see if Horatio Smith will get an opportunity here to return this punt.
Jax Preston set to kick it away. He'll take the snap at the 15-yard line, puts toe to leather at the 19. A wobbly punt that will hit down at the 45 and then die at the 41. And that's where the Rangers will set things up. 1st and 10, 8:32 left to go here in the first half. Northwestern on top of East Central, 7-0. Dustin, I think you've got some other game updates from around the conference.
We do. Let's take a look at some of these. Henderson State right now on top of Oklahoma Baptist. Late in that one, it's 56-21. Little surprised by that score. Southern Arkansas and Southern Nazarene in a battle right now as it's 21-16. Southern Nazarene trying to shock Southern Arkansas and give them their first loss of the season. Also, Southeastern leading Southwestern 6-0 so far.
Out of the shotgun, Cesar De Leon. 3 wideouts in this formation, 1 man in the backfield with him. We will hand off. Gatewood tried to go forward. Looked like he wanted to go straight ahead, then had to string that one out left, and he's going to be somersaulted at the 40-yard line. Flags come out in the area where you would typically see holding called. I don't know which way it's going to go, but I do have a guess.
I think you're going to be right. I think this is going to be a hold against Northwestern, and that's tough. I mean, especially with Cesar De Leon making his first start, you don't want to put him behind the chains on first down to start these drives.
No, and it definitely makes it more difficult when you have to go traditionally twice the length of what an atypical first down would be to refresh those down markers. It adds an interesting challenge element to the game, sir.
Brings it back to the half yard line between the 30 and 31.
We'll call it 1st and 20 now upcoming for the Rangers. Snap back to De Leon. We'll keep it on the ground. Draw straight forward. Tyson Gatewood on the carry. Strong run right there. He's going to pick up a solid 3, maybe 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and just 14 now as we continue to chop into this first down yardage.
Yeah, again, the clock just ticking. We're under 8 minutes to go here till halftime. Northwestern has done a good job. Both teams wanting to run the football. Both teams have not been very good in the passing game so far in this one, but the Rangers have been better at running it than East Central, which is why they lead this one 7-0.
Very, very true. Oh, so close to being 14-0 also, as the Rangers have had a touchdown come off the board due to a holding penalty. De Leon will load up, throws his first long pass of the day. Horatio Smith is running in the general direction of where that ball was thrown, but he's not going to be quite fast enough to get there.
And we see another flag thrown. Referees have gotten flag happy here in the first half. This one is sitting at the 33, which, again, Matt, this could be holding.
Also in the area where you typically see holding flags come down. That is going to be holding against the Rangers, and East Central will decline the penalty. That will make it third down and 15.
What this has done with all these penalties, there is no flow whatsoever to this game. I mean, and that's the thing. It just, both teams have really just kind of struggled to get any kind of rhythm.
This broadcast suffering from many of the same conditions. 7:38 left to go here in half number one. De Leon will be out of the gun. 4 wideouts this time on 3rd and 15 for the Rangers. Make it 16 for the Rangers. And we'll go with the delayed draw. Gatewood, big hole across the 40. Slips the tackle at the 45 downfield. Now the 50 to the 40. Heads up to the 30-yard line. And the Rangers are going to push that one all the way downfield for a Community Bank first down. Tyson Gatewood, elite running back skills on display right there, Dustin, as he slips tackle after tackle to go 35 yards downfield, first down Rangers.
Yeah, an amazing run from Gatewood, because that's one of those calls that, obviously, you want to pick up the first down, but you didn't expect him to on that run. But good blocking, good running from Gatewood that time. He's able to get away from those defenders and pick up a huge Community Bank first down for Northwestern.
So now the Rangers set up 1st and 10 on the East Central side of the field. Snap back to De Leon. Handoff. Jalen Williams finds a crease. He'll get across the 25-yard line before he's spun down to the 22. Another first down for the Rangers, and the Community Bank down marker continues to march with the Rangers as they move further into East Central territory. We've got a Tiger down on the field. It's been an opportunity for us to jump out for a short break on the injury timeout. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Stephanie Eaton at 327-3600 today.
Just look for the arches. That's right, the Golden Arches at McDonald's in Alva. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, pancakes, Big Macs, fries, or even a refreshing salad, think McDonald's first. Once again this year, McDonald's should be your pregame or postgame stop for all Goldbug and Ranger game days. McDonald's is also the proud home for the Alva Goldbug and Northwestern Ranger coaches shows this season. That's McDonald's in Alva, a proud supporter of all area schools and activities.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. 6:53 left to go in half number one. The Rangers up 7-0, but Northwestern's driving. Injury timeout as East Central was able to help an injured player off the field. Came off again under his own power, being evaluated on the sideline. De Leon will take the shotgun snap. Give is to Jalen Williams. A little room to run as he gets across the 23-yard line, headed downhill, and he'll be stopped, 18-yard line, stopped at the 15. Wow, math.
Good run from Williams that time on first down. That's what you'd like to see. Brings up 2nd and short now for Northwestern. And Matt, they're going to stick to this running game because East Central has shown they really haven't had the ability to stop it in the first half.
No, and the Rangers, to their credit, Dustin, have rushed the ball for an average of nearly 7 yards a play today. 154 rushing yards already in the game as Cesar De Leon is ordering his players around right and left. He will start tight formation right, one receiver split left. Jalen Williams will take the handoff, buried just across the line of scrimmage. Looked like a hole was going to open up, and then East Central's secondary flows forward and able to take Jalen Williams to the ground.
Yeah, that was the safety, Cameron Jones. He's made a couple of big plays for East Central's defense this afternoon, but again, brings up 3rd and short for Northwestern. Opportunity here to pick up this 3rd down, keep the drive moving as we are under 6 minutes now till halftime.
I liked that play from the safety, Dustin. That's really good field awareness. Just heads up and able to get up there and fill that hole. Find Jalen Williams trying to cut to the outside, taking to the ground. Snap back back to De Leon. Hands off. Gatewood coming near side, tripped up, tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the question becomes field goal unit or go for it. Last time, tried the 39-yard field goal, came up empty. This time, offense still on the field. We'll see what Matt Walter and company have in store.
I think you go for as well as you've been running the football. I mean, maybe some type of run-pass option here with Cesar De Leon, and we'll see. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 2.
25 rushing attempts for the Rangers, 154 yards thus far. Snap back to De Leon, looking for Gatewood. Can't find him. Cesar has to take it himself, spins away from a tackle, dives forward and extends, but he is going to be shy of 1st down yardage according to the spot. That will be a turnover on downs. That's a broken play. Cesar looked initially to his right for Gatewood. Gatewood was left. Now, the difference is Cesar turned around in time to put the ball in Gatewood's right there to Gatewood, but I don't think they were secure in that handoff, and that's why Cesar pulled it and took it himself.
No, and you hate to see that miscommunication on 4th and short play when the drive's going so well. Looks like you're going to put up some points. And again, good job by Cesar to at least attempt to go get that 1st down. Nearly got it, though. Just come up about a half yard shy.
Yeah, well, second time the Rangers have been facing 4th down in what I would consider scoring position, if you will. Second time that they have come up empty. Moral victory. Lots of time ran off the clock. 4:52 left to play in the first half. Snap back here for East Central. They will hand off, try to come up the middle, turned away. He cuts back left, and he's going to be stopped there. Also, run behind the line. We'll see if they give him credit back to the line of scrimmage.
There's another flag on the play. This one sitting inside the 10. And again, this is right at the line of scrimmage. You expect this one to be a hold against East Central.
I'm glad you said that there was a flag down there, Dustin. Number one, I wasn't looking anymore. I just assumed everybody listening thinks there's a flag following each play. And number two, it was thrown right there at the line, and our defensive lineman kind of had it covered up there for a minute. They will pick this flag up after marching off the holding penalty distance. Gosh, that was unique. I didn't really see what was going on there. Apparently the referee's microphone's still not functioning. But however, it's first in a real long way. He's caught 16 for East Central and a flag on the play, this time before it got started. So does that mean there are 2 flags on the previous play?
Yes. That's how I would call that. And East Central's going to back up again. I think this is going to be a false start against the Tigers. So they'll now all of a sudden going from outside their own 10 to inside their own 10, now inside their own 5 at the, we'll call it the 3.5
because half the distance to the goal line that time. East Central backed up deep, facing first down, 19 to go. Shotgun snap will be taken inside the end zone of the Tigers, and they will rush that one out. That's a nice first down yardage play right there off the back of Tyson Jones, just weaving his way through tacklers. He'll get across the 10 to the 12-yard line. Puts him second down, and we'll call that 12 yards. Make it 11 yards to go, just a yard shy of the initial line of scrimmage. So the defense for the Rangers gave up 9 right there, but hopefully, Dustin, they'll be able to stiffen and keep this next 11 contained with the next couple of offensive plays.
Yeah, it'd be huge. Again, Rangers could pick up some really good field position and have an opportunity to maybe go put some points on the board before halftime if they can force East Central to a 3-and-out.
Ramsey takes the snap, drops back, throws, screen pass set up here. Rangers read it well. Wow, they caught Tyson Jones. Tyson Jones caught the ball, and then Adrian Brown caught Tyson Jones. And they will spike him into the turf for a loss of a yard on that completed pass. Third down and a long 12 now upcoming.
And I think that was Brian Holiday, the big defensive lineman that time, able to snuff out that screen and force East Central back on loss of yardage. Now backs them up. Call it 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13 up here on 3rd down.
Good job, Dustin. I gave that one to Adrian Brown. That was my bad. That was the big man. That was Holiday right there in the center of that defense. Ramsey out of the gun. 2 guys will split to the far side of the field before he comes set. Now 5 wideouts, nobody in the backfield. And the Rangers will call timeout. Didn't want to have a defensive miscue there. This might be good for the Rangers to evaluate it instead of just see what happens. I like it. So 2:52 left to play here in the first half. Rangers lead 7-0, and it's a Ranger timeout. We'll keep it here. Dustin tells me he has got some game updates from around the Great American American Conference.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of final scores from around the Great American Conference. Henderson State takes down Oklahoma Baptist 56-21. Again, they led that one 35-7 at halftime. I lost that game in our pick'em, so
just a little.
So there you go. I've fallen a game behind now down. Southern Arkansas holds on against Southern Nazarene. They win that one 21-16, probably a lot closer than most people thought. And Southeastern right now on top of Southwestern 13-6.
Ooh, man, good games. I am really, I tell you, first off, the Oklahoma Baptist score is a little surprising. I didn't expect that. That Southern Ark game, that one's a little bit shocking, too, or eyebrow-raising. Southern Nazarene giving Southern Ark a run for their money.
Yeah, I would have expected Southern Ark to, really hold them to 16. That's not the surprise part. It's only scoring 21 against Snoop.
Especially coming off the week they had last week against OBU, where they scored 50 points in a game winner down there. Back under play as Ramsey goes out of the gun. Just 3 wideouts in the set this time. Rangers bring heavy pressure. It's a screen set up again. Northwestern will miss with the first tackle, connect with the second. I believe that might be Maurice Wright that finished that one off for the Rangers. Great heads-up play there as he fought through a block to get to that receiver.
Yeah, and Tyson Jones has a lot of running room if Maurice Wright is not able to get the hand on him. So a great play from Maurice Wright from that linebacker spot to come up with the tackle and force East Central to punt.
Man, Mo flew in like a missile that time, too, just sidestepping that block, almost kind of shedding it with a big swim move, and then slides right in to take the receiver's feet out from underneath him. Punting situation. East Central forced to kick this one away from inside their own end zone. Snap is back. Pressure coming. The Rangers nearly got to it. Wobbling sideways spinning kick fielded by Horatio Smith at the 45. He'll back up to the 50. Now tries to turn and get himself restarted upfield. Not much doing. He'll get to the 48 before he goes down. The Rangers will have the ball there on East Central's side of the field. So again, good field position for the Rangers as they right now continue to win this field position battle. Offensive unit is huddled. They'll talk to Coach Matt Walter before they escape out onto the field. Northwestern is up 7-0 on homecoming Saturday here against East Central. 2 minutes, 3 seconds left in half number 1, and you'd like to see the Rangers really pick the pace up here, Dustin, go into that 2-minute drill, march 48 yards down the field, put another one in the end zone.
Yeah, you got to take advantage. Rangers have had pretty good field position throughout this game, only able to put up 7, but got to come up with some points on this drive.
We talked about East Central's defense being strong. They have bent, but not truly broken yet. 155 rushing yards for the Rangers already, but just 1 score to show for it. Handoff for the Rangers again. Jalen Williams will take it, attacks the middle of the East Central defense. He will get forward for they're only going to give him credit for a yard there. I thought he had at least a couple, as the spot will move the down marker forward just 1 notch along that far side of the field. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, and I'd like to see Williams that time continue to go north and south and not try and go east and west. I think that's where he lost maybe a couple of yards. If he just continues to go straight up the field, I think he's able to pick up 3 or 4.
Yeah, Jalen is a very, very fast and explosive running back, but occasionally doesn't quite see the lineup the way I think the coaches would hope that he does, or misses a hole here and there. But man, when he gets room just like this, he can explode out across the 45-yard line to the 40 before tacklers will bring him down, and he will force his way to the 39 is where they're going to say his progress stopped. That will bring up 3rd down and a yard for the Rangers for yet another Community Bank first down on the day. Northwestern's already recorded 10 in the first half of play. If they can convert here, it would be number 11. Quick pace for the Rangers as De Leon takes the snap, handoff, and they will attack right over the right-hand side, if you will, a little diagonal run, aiming toward the 35-yard line, more than enough to move the down markers. 1st and 10 Rangers.
I think the Rangers are going to take a timeout, try and stop the clock.
56 seconds left. Matt Walter and company want to discuss it. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Looking to keep that beautiful summer tan through the fall and winter? Then you need to plan your visits to Exotic Heatwave and take advantage of our 24-hour tanning. No matter your schedule, Exotic Heatwave can give you access to Alva's best tanning facilities. In fact, all NWOSU students who present their student ID receive discounts on monthly tanning packages. Custom color spray tans are also available by appointment. Call Exotic Heatwave today at 580-327-4328 or stop by the salon at 1016 Noble in Alva. Keep that summer glow all season long with Exotic Heatwave.
Stop by Holder Drug in Alva, as they have some exciting deals going on in October. Their Swig cups are half price, marked down from $19.95. They have Gold Bug, Ranger, Sooner, and Cowboy colors for each Swig cup. Flu season is nearly upon us, so you can grab your flu shot anytime at Holder Drug. Be sure to bring your health insurance card. If you are without insurance, flu shots are $35. Fall decor is also in and moving quickly. And Holder Drug Fountain still has the best ice cream in town, so grab a delicious Jack and Jill sundae. That's Holder Drug on the downtown.
Out of the timeout, De Leon fires a bullet to Gavin Gardner, caught at the 15-yard line. Gavin slow to get up. I think he landed on the ball that time, but great hands from Gavin Gardner that time. He'll move the Rangers forward for yet another Community Bank first down, and that is a tremendous pitch and catch. The Rangers will be in the red zone. Referees talking about something.
Well, Gardner's a little bit shaken up, but there is a flag on the play.
Flag at the 25-yard line.
Central.
It is against East Central, and the Rangers will decline it. The result of the play will be a first down. The Rangers now 3 of 8 on the day in third down conversions.
But how about the throw that time from De Leon, and a nice catch from Gavin Gardner that time to help his quarterback out.
Kevin Ford will come in place of Gavin Gardner, split wide to the near side. 4 wide outs for De Leon here. Play action, drops back, wants to throw. Slant route across the middle, just threw it behind Kentrez Bell, who was open and would have had a touchdown if that ball was in front of him. Ouch, that one hurts.
Boy, and East Central would have had an interception as well, too, because the ball was thrown behind him. The defensive back that time not able to come up with the pick. That's one De Leon. He can't have those mistakes. It's lucky East Central didn't come up with the interception.
Second down and 10 coming up following the incomplete pass from Cesar De Leon, intended for Kentrez Bell. Snap back to De Leon, handoff. Gatewood coming near side. He's going to have his feet taken out from underneath him. Solid tackle that time by R.J. Williams, the linebacker, just up and filling the hole. And the Rangers will take a timeout. We got burned on the last one, Dustin, so we'll get out of here quick. You're listening to Ranger Football on the Pulse 105.7.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts, because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve. Woodward and Enid, Oklahoma, plus Harper and Anthony, Kansas. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Back just in time. De Leon sends Gatewood in motion, takes the snap, empty backfield, surveying, looking, pressure coming, and De Leon is going to be sacked. He had an escape route to his left, thought about taking it, Dustin, wanted one more look back to his right, and that gave East Central just enough time to bring heavy pressure and take De Leon down.
And here's the worst thing. It now takes the Rangers, I don't want to say out of field goal range completely. This will be a 42-yarder. I think no choice here. You're going to have to go for it with the clock ticking down under 10 seconds.
This will probably be the last play of the first half. 6 seconds on the game clock, and now stopped at 4.4 seconds. Referees have got a timeout called by East Central. So the Rangers will be given the opportunity to draw something up here on 4th and long to close out the first half of play. Dustin, your show, buddy.
Very interesting to call a timeout, I think, if you're East Central. I know you want to obviously be, in the right position defensively, but I would have thought the Rangers were rushing to get that play called and get it in before the clock ended up running out. I'm a little surprised by the timeout. Now you give the Rangers set up a play here, an opportunity to throw one up into the end zone.
Well, I agree. Not only can you set up a play, but you can bring in a different personnel package. You can have exactly what you want on the field. I felt like the game situation favored East Central, to force Northwestern to run that play right there.
No, I'm with you. Again, just very surprising. Now, we'll see what De Leon can do. Again, this is where you have the advantage of having a guy like Gavin Gardner. You can throw it up. Maybe he can go make a play in the end zone.
De Leon out of the gun. One man on the backfield with him. 3 wide outs make it 4 for Northwestern, 2 to either side. Snap back, pressure coming. De Leon steps up, throws. Gavin Gardner's got it. Touchdown, Rangers. That may be the play that comes back to bite East Central. That timeout, Dustin, set it up perfectly, and De Leon delivers under Pressure from the pocket. A great throw and catch for Ranger football as they get in the end zone for the second time today.
I'm not a football coach, but I still say that was a terrible call by Coach Al Johnson of East Central again. And Gavin Garner comes up with it right over the middle. And I don't know how you let that happen if you're East Central, but how about the throw that time from Cesar De Leon? Matt, the throws are starting to be a lot better, I think, than how it was when we first started this one.
Looked a lot more confident that time, especially with pressure right in his face. Point after attempt is on the way. Kicked the cover off that one. It is good beyond question. And the first half is in the books with the Rangers out on top. 14-0 over the East Central Tigers. We'll take a break and be back to kick off the halftime show brought to you by
Regal Oilfield Supply.
Thank you, Dustin. You're listening to Ranger Football right here on the Pulse 105.7.
At Community Bank, we understand that things change, and this is why we continually strive to provide our customers with a better banking experience. Our location at 1729 College Boulevard and 3 ATM locations offer convenient access for our customers. We strive to develop customer relationships and a high level of community involvement. At Community Bank, we believe in banking together, working with our customers to match the right products and services for their needs, because their success improves our community, and a better community is our goal. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Have you thought to yourself after harvest, I had too much joint grass in my wheat this year? Or do you have cheat problems in your wheat? Did you know the only way to control these issues economically is to rotate your crop? At the Alva Farmers Co-op, they work closely with producers to come up with a rotation to best fit your needs and also increase your bottom line. Canola seed is also in stock for the 2018 fall planting season. For more information, call Matt at 580-216-1413, Rick at 580-327-7383, or Merle at 580-430-6005, or come by the main Alva office on the corner of 4th and Barnes anytime and let them help you profit more on your next harvest.
When it comes to operations in the oil field, service and dependability are a must. That's why you need Regal Oilfield Supply as your partner in the field. Regal Oilfield Supply has a 30-year record of delivering parts, supplies, and services when and where you need them. Call Regal today at 580-327-0770 and discover why they have been the trusted name for oil field supplies in northern Oklahoma. That's Regal Oilfield Supply at 580-327-0770.
Beatles Nursing Home in Alva has over 100 years of experience caring for your loved ones. The staff at Beatles Nursing Home consists of high-qualified staff that provides exceptional personal care to your loved ones. More importantly, your loved ones have a peace of mind that they are being taken care of. Let Beatles Nursing Home, a long-term facility, provide you with compassionate and comprehensive care in a Christian environment. For more information, contact Adam Jordan at 580-327-1274 or visit us on the web at BeatlesNursingHome.com.
You know, life can be funny. Just like on the field, it's not always the team with the best players that gets the win. Sometimes it's the players that make up the best team who come out on top. The same can be said for insurance, and that's why you're going to want to team up with McDermott and Associates when it comes to your insurance needs. McDermott and Associates is a family-owned business with more than 40 years in the insurance industry. They can help you turn your loss into a win. Visit the winning team today at McDermott and Associates, 526 Flynn in Alva, or call them at 580-327-3500. That's McDermott and Associates.
With all the sights to see in or around Alva, you don't want to miss a thing. Let Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source, bring life into focus for you. At Alva Vision Clinic, your family's vision health is our business, and they always keep it personal from your initial exam to the selection of that perfect pair of glasses or contacts. They have been a part of the Alva community since 1931, so make your next appointment with the staff that cares. Visit Alva Vision Clinic at 504 College Avenue in downtown Alva today.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Homecoming festivities still underway here in Alva, Oklahoma. We just had Dr. Janet Cunningham and Athletic Director Brad Franz out on the field with former Ranger football great Lynn Scott, also a former Dallas Cowboy, receiving an honor from Northwestern because of his being chosen to the NAIA Hall of Fame later on this season. Lynn will be honored by joining that very elite club in a ceremony out in California, but such a tremendous honor for a Ranger football player to be an NAIA Hall of Famer.
That is correct.
Joined in the booth right now by the Homecoming Committee Chairman and the Vice President for Administration, Dr. David Paikey. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Paikey. What a great weekend here in Alva so far.
Good afternoon, and thank you. Yes, it's been a great 3-day run here at Northwestern for our traditional homecoming activities.
Always is exciting to see all the things that go on with our homecoming celebration, and we'll start with kind of the central point there, if you will. Tremendous turnout for the parade this morning. A lot of entries. The weather was a little cool, but that didn't really stifle the excitement from the crowd or the wonderful participation we had in the floats.
No, it really did. In fact, if you listened to the weather broadcast, you would have thought that Woods County would have floated away this morning by all of the predictions. But I looked at my watch. It was 9:58, and the sprinkles stopped, and we had a beautiful morning for the parade. We had a couple of bands that dropped out. We ended up having about a dozen bands. We ended up with, I think, 11 or 12 floats that we had. And then, of course, all the Cinderella contestants that stayed were able to ride as well. So parade lasted just right at an hour. So a great morning for all of those that attended.
Dustin, goodness gracious, Dustin's right beside me. Dr. Paikey, my stat crew has handed me a note here that mentions that the NAIA's banquet this year, the convention, will be actually in San Antonio, not California. My bad. But still an honor for Lynn Scott. What a tremendous way to cap off what's been a sensational football career of his with a very much deserved honor joining the NAIA's Hall of Fame. So, Dr. Paikey, we were talking about the parade, and how many years have you set as the chair of the homecoming committee now?
Somebody asked me that the other day. I was chair most of the 90s, and then I just started back about 4 years ago. We had a couple of other people in the interim, so probably close to 12, 14 years.
In all of that time, what do you consider to be your favorite part of what goes on for homecoming here?
Well, I think it's seeing the alumni that come back. You mentioned Lynn Scott here. I had a chance to visit with Lynn earlier, and he had a number of players back from when he played ball here at Northwestern, and seeing the friendships rekindle and seeing the stories that were being told. That tradition happens hundreds and thousands of times during homecoming week as we have our alums back. And that's what I think as Alva pulls together, because it is truly a community event. Our homecoming committee is about half Northwestern representatives and about half community members. And they understand the importance of Northwestern to the community. And to see all of those folks come back and reunite, whether it's they've been gone 50 years or 5 years, those reactions are the same. And I think that's what the committee looks forward to each year is just hearing the stories from our alums.
Always an interesting part, and I know that there are a couple of big things that go into putting on the homecoming festivities each year. We'll take just a minute to talk about each of those. I think first, to start with the participation. You mentioned it there, a committee that's made up of about half or so Northwestern employees, Northwestern people, but half also members from the community. And this is not a light committee assignment. There's a lot of work. These people work year-round to bring this thing together. I know earlier when you and me talked on the radio this morning at the parade, you'd mentioned Freddie Brown and the great people at Radio Shack and all the work they do. I'm sure there were a couple others that you can tell us who've contributed mightily to the efforts of the homecoming activities that surround Northwestern's homecoming celebration.
Yeah, there's about 19 members on our committee, and you're correct. They do truly work year-round. We start meeting weekly about the time school starts, depending on when homecoming will be each year. And within those that main committee, there are several subcommittees. For instance, Cinderella has a group of probably about 20 folks that help make that pageant and the elements of that a success. And each of those folks throughout the year, like for instance, you mentioned the Browns, they are always promoting homecoming, always trying to get those vintage cars back to be part of our parade. And that's one of the things that makes homecoming so unique is where they can take part in each of those activities.
The parade typically for the homecoming here in Alva goes on for about 2 hours. We had a little bit of an abbreviated parade today with the weather. I think everybody was picking up the pace just a bit. A couple of the traditional staples, especially just in terms of the number of cars from different clubs and things like that, limited due to the potential for inclement weather. We were told all week that it was going to be, heavy rains. That'll always affect it some. But one of the reasons that parade is so big is all the bands from around the areas that come in. And I know that type of presence isn't something that's free or easy to pull off. But there is a lot of community support on the financial side, especially from places like Share Trust that contribute heavily to help the homecoming committee encourage participation and reward those folks that do show up. And I think that's something you could talk to us a little bit about, I believe.
Sure. Well, we are a separate organization. We're funded by two main purposes. We're funded through the sale of our buttons. We sell about 2,000 buttons a year, and then the admission to the Cinderella pageant. In addition, you mentioned Share Trust, and for years, Shared Trust has helped sponsor the high school bands that come up here. If all the bands that showed up that had pre-registered, we would have had close to 1,000 young people on Ranger Field for the mass band performance prior to this. We help offset the cost of bringing those schools up here. We buy them a T-shirt, we buy them lunch, and use that as a recruiting tool for those young people. And Shared Trust has helped for decades with that part of homecoming, and we so much appreciate that. But other than that, we depend on those button sales to fund most of our homecoming activities.
And those buttons are easy to pick up, and as you walk through the crowds, even I noticed today, they're everywhere because those buttons come with some tremendous benefits.
Yeah, a couple of things besides just getting into Cinderella into the game. The merchants in the Alva community have come out in great force to offer various discounts from their different businesses, and I know there are some community members that buy the button because they want those discounts, and we certainly appreciate that. And then several years back, we started to do a drawing during the football game for $500 of chamber bucks, and Brenda Brady from Buffalo was today's recipient, so she walks away with the $500 in chamber bucks.
Which is awesome. I'd love to come to the football game and go home with $500 in chamber bucks. That would be a heck of a journey into Alva. Dr. Pankey, the last thing I want to approach with you, you mentioned it earlier that, getting the opportunity to have so many of these young people in town for homecoming, and then they get to come out and perform in the mass band performance here on Ranger Field, is the facility that we get to showcase. You talked about it being a recruitment opportunity for Northwestern. That has been something that has really come to life under the current administration here at Northwestern. You yourself have been an integral part of this, and it's really one of the most noticeable things is the Vision for Victory campaign and all the wonderful facility upgrades and updates that it left in its wake. One of them sprawled out right here in front of us, Ranger Field. Of course, this press box, the renovations to the locker rooms, but some phenomenal facilities. And again, one of those things that community support and just passion for Northwestern has led to these things being out here in Alva, Oklahoma.
That's correct. As most people know, the state of Oklahoma the past several years has had some budgetary concerns, so certainly there was no state money to help any university upgrade their facilities. So you're forced to turn to private fundraising, and I think you're correct. The renovations that you've mentioned and some other renovations you'll see in the next couple of years have been totally supported by private donors. And without that, this university and homecoming certainly couldn't be what they are today.
Well, and I think that the donations and the generosity of the individuals who support Northwestern and who have given to these things deserve tremendous accolades, credits, thank yous beyond belief. In addition to what we see here, like you mentioned, there are ongoing renovations as well. You told us earlier this morning that a private donor has come up with some money to update the oldest building on campus, the Fine Arts Building, getting a bit of a facelift this year, and that's a much-needed renovation that somebody has graciously stepped up and decided to fund for us. So that's going to entail, I think, some windows and things like that.
Yeah, all of the exterior windows. If you look at that building, like you said, it's the oldest building on campus. It is very heavily window built with a lot of windows, and all those will be replaced. The exterior doors will be replaced, and we'll be doing some tuck pointing on some of those old bricks and the grout that's in there to really bring a whole fresh new look to that building, but still protecting the historical value of it. Those windows will be very similar to what they were like when it was built about 100 years ago.
So it will still have the classic look, the architectural beauty of the Fine Arts Building, but just a little bit of a modern touch to help with weather and efficiency and some of the things that it's needed.
Absolutely, and energy efficiency was a big part of that. As you would predict with an old building and old windows, you didn't have a lot of energy efficiency. So we're excited about the visual look of it. We're excited about what it will do from an energy standpoint.
Well, and as always, you guys' lead in the administrative role in that has really helped to produce some tremendous results at Northwestern. I know for myself, that both as a person who is involved heavily with Northwestern, works there, and a member of the community, I'm very thankful to have some visionary people like you working hard behind the scenes to help bring those things to life. And it's always an opportunity to help out. I'm sure if people had questions about what's going on or would just like to see the campus, make sure that you can contact anybody with the homecoming committee, the recruitment office, student services, any of those different entities would be more than happy to accommodate you or show you around or answer any questions you might have.
Absolutely. We're always proud to show off all of our facilities.
Well, Dr. Pankey, thank you for joining us, and thank you again for such a wonderful homecoming festivity. And I understand we do already have the dates for next year's homecoming. Do you remember those off the top of your head? If not, they'll be published on the website.
We've been handing out flyers. It's and I don't want to say the date offhand because I don't have it it with
It'll
me.
be later next year than it was this year by a couple of weeks.
The week after fall break, and I apologize for not having that date memorized yet.
Oh, that's okay. I had it in my head right when we started and forgot where I wrote it down. So we'll get that during the broadcast and make sure we put that out. But again, already in the planning stages for Homecoming 2019.
We are. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Paakey with the Homecoming Committee, the Vice President for Administration here at Northwestern. We'll take a break and be back to bring you the McDermott Insurance and Associates halftime statistical recap and talk more about the keys to the second half for Ranger football. All of that right here on the Regal Oilfield Supply halftime show. You're listening to Ranger football on the Pulse 105.7.
Just look for the arches. That's right, the golden arches at McDonald's in Alva. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, pancakes, Big Macs, fries, or even a refreshing salad, think McDonald's first. Once again this year, McDonald's should be your pregame or postgame stop for all Goldbug and Ranger game days. McDonald's is also the proud home for the Alva Goldbug and Northwestern Ranger coaches shows this season. That's McDonald's in Alva, a proud supporter of all area schools and activities.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational and guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
Alva State Bank wants to help you meet your personal and business financial needs. We are committed to our communities and are motivated to build strong and lasting relationships with our customers. Stop by any of our convenient locations in Alva, Enid, Burlington, Freedom, or Kiowa to speak to our friendly staff about how we can help you today to prepare for your tomorrow. Alva State Bank, family owned and operated, member FDIC.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Woodward and Enid, Oklahoma, plus Harper and Anthony, Kansas. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Regal Oilfield Supply halftime show as we're just under 10 minutes to go before we start the second half. Before we look at the halftime statistics, remind you folks that the E&J Financial halftime trivia giveaway is going on right now on the Pulse 105.7. How many times was Lynn Scott named an NAI All-American for Northwestern? If you're the first to post below, you can win a $50 gift card courtesy Western Bookstore. So again, go to the Pulse 105.7 Facebook page and have an opportunity to win our halftime trivia giveaway brought to you by E&J Financial.
I have the answer.
Do you?
Yeah, but I can't win.
Well, you can say it, though.
Well, I tried to win one time. They told me it was not fair for me to win. So,
well, I was going to say none of us, I guess, are
right. And I only have the answer because I saw you write it down.
That's discrimination.
So. That's a terrible thing to do.
Matt, let's take a look at the halftime statistics, which is brought to you by McDermott and Associates. Again, Northwestern on top, 14-0. They got on the board first with a Tyson Gatewood 13-yard run with 3:10 to go in the first quarter, and then a Cesar De Leon 25-yard touchdown pass to Gavin Garner to make it 14-0. But Northwestern now with 13 first downs in the first half, just 3 for East Central, 15 carries for 29 yards for East Central on the ground. Northwestern with already 160 yards on the ground in the first half, just 51 passing yards for the Rangers. But De Leon has picked it up here in the second quarter. He was just 3 of 10, 51 yards, 1 touchdown. For East Central, they have struggled to throw the football. In fact, they are 5 of 7 in the first half in the passing side of that one. Again, for just 40 yards, 22 plays in the first half for East Central, just 69 yards, 41 plays for Northwestern, 211 yards. That's kind of what you would expect to see from a Ranger offense, Matt, the 41 plays and that much yardage.
Yeah, well, 41 plays puts us just 3 shy of what we were a week ago for the game, and this just at the halftime mark. 41 plays, 211 yards for the Rangers, averaging just over 5 yards a play. Right now, holding East Central to just over 3 yards a play. The Rangers have been really, really good in the run game thus far, Dustin. It's come in spurts. It hasn't just been running the ball all over the field, but it's been solid rushing efforts out of the Rangers today that have been the difference. 160 rush yards already in the first half, which I think you mentioned. And right now, I think that the philosophy for the coaches for Northwestern is if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. If we can continue to run on East Central, I would expect to see another heavy dose of the run game in half number 2.
Well, and what we're doing to East Central in the first half is what East Central wanted to do to us. Control the clock, keep the ball on the ground, limit Northwestern's possessions offensively, and that's what Northwestern has done to East Central. But East Central, when they have gotten the football, they just have not done a whole lot with it. Again, both teams have combined to punt 8 times, 3 for Northwestern, 5 for East Central. Penalty yardage, 3 for East Central in the first half for 35 yards, same for Northwestern. Time of possession, East Central 16-22, Northwestern 13-38. Third down efficiency, Rangers just 2 of 8 for 25%. East Central is 0 of 5. Rangers are 1 of 2 on fourth down, and Northwestern is 1 of 3 in their red zone opportunities. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have your individual statistics after this break. You're listening to Northwestern Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug here on the Pulse 105.7.
Stop by Holder Drug in Alva, as they have some exciting deals going on in October. Their Swig Cups are half price, marked down from $19.95. They have Goldbug, Ranger, Sooner, and Cowboy colors for each Swig Cup. Flu season is nearly upon us, so you can grab your flu shot anytime at Holder Drug. Be sure to bring your health insurance card. If you are without insurance, flu shots are $35. Fall decor is also in and moving quickly. And Holder Drug Fountain still has the best ice cream in town, so grab a delicious Jack and Jill sundae. That's Holder Drug on the downtown square in Alva.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center. Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
And welcome back to the Regal Oilfield Supply halftime show as Northwestern on top of East Central 14-0. Dustin Goodall here with Matt Ader. Had a chance to talk to Dr. Pakey. That was good stuff to talk about homecoming today, Matt.
And he is always fun to have on the radio, and he is an absolute presence in that parade broadcast every year. I love that David has been the homecoming chair for the last 4 or 5 years. Of course, Dr. Mike Needler was always good when he did it as well. Lots of fun between those two guys, and a lot of very in-depth Ranger community, Ranger football, homecoming knowledge. He is just a wealth of it. Certainly appreciate him taking the time to come up here and talk to us on what I can only assume must be one of the busiest days of the year for him.
Oh, no question. Before we look at our individual statistics, right now, scoring update, Southeastern and Southwestern in the second quarter, it's 19-6, Southeastern on top of Southwestern.
For the record, I would also like to state that David Pakey is a strikingly good-looking young man.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Just not enough good things to say about that guy.
Let's look at your individual statistics so far for East Central. David Cornwell, 2 of 3 for 11 yards. He was pulled out of the game early. Ray John Austin Ramsey was 3 of 4 for 29 yards. On the other side, Cesar De Leon, 3 of 10, 51 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing for Northwestern, they've had 5 different players carry the football, but Tyson Gatewood leading the way for Northwestern, 17 carries, 110 yards, averaging nearly 6.5 yards a pop, a long of 33 and 1 touchdown. For East Central, Tyson Jones, their leading rusher, 6 carries, 35 yards, averaging nearly 6 yards a carry, and his longest being 11 yards receiving. This is where it's been difficult for East Central. Tyson Jones, 3 catches, 12 yards. Jeremiah Jefferson, 1 for 29. Gavin Gardner, the only guy who's caught a pass for Northwestern in this one. The difference last week to this one from Southeastern is we do have more passing yards. We had 3 different guys catch a pass a week ago, just 1 tonight. 3 catches for 51 yards, averaging 17 yards a catch, a long of 25 and 1 touchdown. Zave Goodrich, 0 for 1 so far, but he is 2 for 2 so far in extra points. And the Rangers have come up with 1 turnover so far today, with the defense coming up with a fumble in the first half. And that is a look at your halftime statistics, brought to you by McDermott and Associates Insurance.
Well, Dustin, just 2 minutes and 48 seconds away from kicking off quarter number 3. The Rangers lead this one 14-0 on homecoming Saturday. Still cloudy outside here at Ranger Field. Got the lights on, but watch out, folks. The Tigers are not done. We have not put them away in this game by any stretch of the imagination, and hopefully the Rangers will continue the momentum that they ended the first half with. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to the Regal Oilfield Supply halftime show right here on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7 The Pulse.
When it comes to operations in the oil field, service and dependability are a must. That's why you need Regal Oilfield Supply as your partner in the field. Regal Oilfield Supply has a 30-year record of delivering parts, supplies, and services when and where you need them. Call Regal today at 580-327-0770 and discover why they have been the trusted name for oilfield supplies in northern Oklahoma. That's Regal Oilfield Supply at 580-327-0770.
Is your flooring boring and outdated? Then you need to contact Pettit's House of Carpet in Alva, Oklahoma today. Pettit's has it all: hardwood, porcelain, LVT, ceramic, and rugs in all the best name brands. Let the experts at Pettit's help you find the perfect color, pattern, texture, and style for your home or business. What are you waiting for? Don't just settle for any old flooring. Get the experts. Get Pettit's House of Carpet today. Come see them at 1128 College Boulevard in Alva, or schedule your consultation by calling 327-3044. That's 327-3044. Pettit's House of Carpet, where we put quality first.
I'm sure you've heard that you should visit the dentist twice a year for a regular checkup. But have you been told about oral cancer? Oral cancer affected nearly 50,000 Americans this past year, and we've even seen a significant increase in the cases right here in our Alva office. Thanks to modern technology, we have a new tool that can detect oral cancer in earlier stages than it can be seen with the naked eye. It is painless, quick, inexpensive, and in fact only costs $20. Don't wait until it's too late to catch it early. Schedule your oral cancer exam today with Dr. Larry Smith. Call 580-327-45.
Time in here at Northwestern. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. 55 seconds away from the third quarter kickoff. This should be the Rangers sending the ball downfield to the Tigers of East Central University. By the way, Dustin, congratulations to homecoming king Blake Humble and homecoming queen Madison Hofen. For those of you keeping track at home, that means that the Alva Ladybugs have swept the queen competitions this year. Freshman queen is Maya Stewart, and Ranger Queen is Madison Hofen, both of those alums of Alva High School. So big community ties here as two of the local young ladies take home big honors on homecoming weekend here at Northwestern.
I also want to congratulations to our winner of our halftime trivia giveaway, brought to you by E&J Financial, Dalton Mahoney. Dalton, if you're out there listening, we've let you know that you can come collect that in the press box. I've got that here for you up in the booth. So we'll get it to you whenever we can or after the game.
Rangers have it teed up, ready to kick it away. That'll bring to a close the Regal Oilfield Supply halftime show as Northwestern's Zave Goodrich sends that one out of the back of the end zone, setting the Tigers up 1st and 10 following the touchback. We'll see which of the two Tiger quarterbacks returns to the field to lead their effort here in the third quarter. We saw David Cornwell start the game, replaced after 3 series with Ray John Austin Ramey. And it looks as though Cornwell will be the one whose number is called to quarterback this Tigers club to start off third period action.
You got to change up something. I mean, East Central has been pathetic offensively in this one in the first half. So, I mean, just any kind of change to, get their day going offensively, because they have struggled mightily.
69 total yards for East Central as Cornwell goes out of the gun. He will hand off up the middle, and that one to the line of scrimmage, a yard or 2 after ball carrier Tyson Jones is spun to the turf by the Ranger defense. Second down and a long 8 upcoming.
Well, Jones again, that's his 7th carry of the game now for call it 37 yards after they give him a gain of 2. And he's been really the only guy who's been able to get any kind of anything in the running game so far for East Central here this afternoon.
Trey Harvey will come into the game for the Tigers. New tight end will start out on the right-hand side. Wide receivers split wide to either side. Cordwell's going to be under center, and East Central's going to have to take a timeout on second down. Something not right. Cornwell sniffed it out, and he wants to talk about it with the coaching staff. We'll break away. You're listening to Ranger Football. Northwestern on top of East Central, 14-0, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Beatles Nursing Home in Alva has over 100 years of experience caring for your loved ones. The staff at Beatles Nursing Home consists of high-qualified staff that provides exceptional personal care to your loved ones. More importantly, your loved ones have a peace of mind that they are being taken care of. Let Beatles Nursing Home, a long-term facility, provide you with compassionate and comprehensive care in a Christian environment. For more information, contact Adam Jordan at 580-327-1274 or visit us on the web at BeatlesNursingHome.com.
With all the sights to see in or around Alva, you don't want to miss a thing. Let Alva Vision Clinic, a member of Vision Source, bring life into focus for you. At Alva Vision Clinic, your family's vision health is our business, and they always keep it personal from your initial exam to the selection of that perfect pair of glasses or contacts. They have been a part of the Alva community since 1931, so make your next appointment with the staff that cares. Visit Alva Vision Clinic at 504 College Avenue in downtown Alva today.
Well, you guys missed it, but it was a heck of a second down play from East Central there in the abbreviated timeout. They handed the ball off, took off right side, far side of the field from our perspective, run by Jeremiah Jefferson. A little jet sweep, basically, kind of that far side direction, Dustin. He will take it all the way down the field. Trey Merritt able to catch up with him at the 5-yard line in Ranger territory, but that is a huge pickup for East Central. Wow.
That much yardage on that play was about how much they've had through the first half, yardage-wise. So a huge play.
It's going to be more than what they had in the first half.
Jeremiah Jefferson took that one, and now East Central with an opportunity here to get their first points of the game.
That was a 68-yard run from Jefferson as East Central will hand off up the middle. This one goes nowhere. They will back up 2 yards on first and goal. 68-yard run for Jeremiah Jefferson to the Northwestern 5. Tackle made by Trey Merritt. East Central had 66 total yards of offense in the first half, and then a 68-yard rush on second down to start things off here in the third quarter. Now, the third play of the drive was a 2-yard loss just right there in front of us. Trey Jones carried the ball, but Jimmy Pace able to stop East Central behind the line. Cornwell will again be under center. One man in the backfield. It's Tyson Jones. Man in motion from left to right. Takes the snap. Jet sweep. Headed to the far side of the field. The Rangers are there. And we're going to drop them behind the 10-yard line. Backing East Central up to the 11. I think that may have been Dakota Driscoll in there on that tackle.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. Again, now another tackle for the loss on the season. That's 5.5 now for Dakota Driscoll as they went with the end-around play to Trinity Benson. Again, one of their better players on offense for East Central, trying to get the ball in his hands, but the Rangers snuffed it out.
Well, now third down and goal to go from the 10-yard line. East Central's backed up 5 yards in 2 plays. They'll put Cornwell out of the gun this time. Jones in the backfield with him. 3 receivers to the near side. Drops back pocket, holds, floats one up, far corner of the end zone. Nobody home, incomplete. That one headed out there. It was a perfectly thrown ball. However, a poorly run route is going to be my guess. And we got a little yellow trash on the field right there about the 5-yard line.
Well, and I think the only thing that could have made that catch was that Bank Central sign down there as Cornwell just launched that one out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, definitely not a position that anybody else on the field was occupying at the time. Waiting to see what this penalty call will be. Still waiting. Whitecap will make the call. It's going to be holding against Northwestern.
Oh, and that's a huge call, Matt, because now all of a sudden, instead of East Central having to go for it or kick a field goal, they're going to get an automatic first down.
That will move the pylon forward 5 yards. The down marker. Half the distance brings it first down and goal to go from the 5. So we are exactly where we left off after that Jeremiah Jefferson 68-yard run to the 5-yard line. Redo, if you will. 12:32 left to go here in the third. Cornwell sends a man in motion. Cornwell under center. Takes the snap. Handoff Jones. Rangers miss him at the line of scrimmage. He'll drive forward. Churning. Drops at the 1. Did he stretch across? He did. Touchdown Tigers. East Central only needed that holding penalty and a little second effort out of Tyson Jones to punch one into the end zone.
Yeah, Northwestern, East Central gets a big break, with the holding penalty against Northwestern. Give credit to Tyson Jones. Really just kept his feet churning that time, able able to get in the end zone. A little help from his offensive line, though, too, Matt, to kind of push him over the goal line.
Yeah, he stayed north and south on that one. No trickery and no cutbacks. Just power run, and Northwestern unable to get him to the ground in time. Point after attempt from the Tigers is on the way. The kick's up. Looks good. Is good. East Central's cut the lead in half. It's a 14-7 game with 12:24 left to go here at Ranger Field. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Pulse 105.7.
Alva State Bank wants to help you meet your personal and business financial needs. We are committed to our communities and are motivated to build strong and lasting relationships with our customers. Stop by any of our convenient locations in Alva, Enid, Burlington, Freedom, or Kiowa to speak to our friendly staff about how we can help you today to prepare for your tomorrow. Alva State Bank, family owned and operated, member FDIC.
Have you thought to yourself after harvest, I had too much joint grass in my wheat this year? Or do you have cheat problems in your wheat? Did you know the only way to control these issues economically is to rotate your crop? At the Alva Farmers Co-op, they work closely with producers to come up with a rotation to best fit your needs and also increase your bottom line. Canola seed is also in stock for the 2018 fall planting season. For more information, call Matt at 580-216-1413, Rick at 580-327-7383, or Merle at 580-430-6005, or come by the main Alva office on the corner of 4th and Barnes anytime and let them help you profit more on your next harvest.
Welcome back to Ranger Field. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow, Catherine Baugh, our producer and engineer, back in studio. She is doing some solid work today, Dustin.
Yeah, she
up
is.
with all the breaks that have happened so far in this game.
Opportunity first, or get a first opportunity with the tie line situation.
There we go.
Instead of the phone line.
The new sound of Ranger Football right here on the Pulse 105.7. East Central set to kick this one away. It will be Wyatt Austin.
Now we'll see if Northwestern can get the momentum back now. All of a sudden it's shifted to East Central.
Horatio Smith has already got one kickoff return for a touchdown this year. This one will go right to Smith. He'll take it at the 17-yard line. Hole across the 25. Slips a tackle across the 30. Diving forward to the 35. Give Horatio the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rangers.
Yeah, 20-yard return for Horatio Smith. And there's another one, Matt. Looked like he might have had an opportunity, but East Central does just wrap him up. But it gives Northwestern really good field position to start here on drive.
Yeah, they got a couple of shots on Horatio. They're just enough to slow him down and allow the secondary pursuit to catch up. But still, like you said, fantastic field position. 1st and 10 on the 37. Snap back. Handoff upcoming, and this one's going nowhere. In fact, going backwards. Rangers give up a yard there on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd down, and they're going to keep the down marker in about the same place. We'll call it 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Joby that time, the linebacker for East Central, comes up, makes that play, and I thought he had gotten him behind the line of scrimmage, but good job by Gatewood to at least get back to the original line of scrimmage instead of taking a tackle for a loss.
Cesar De Leon will be out of the gun. Tight formation for him this time. Gatewood in the backfield. Hand off to Tice, a little stutter step, and he'll get across the 40. Now upfield to the 43, give him the 40.
The ball came out.
43, Matt. Yeah, the ball did come out. Do they have him down? It looks like the line judge on the far side is pointing to the turf saying he was down before the ball came out. Northwestern will retain possession on the run from Gatewood. Nice pickup there for the Rangers. Moved that one 6 yards, give him 7 on the carry as they started a yard or just shy of a yard behind there. So 3rd down and 4 upcoming.
Yeah, 3rd down and manageable here. This one you've got to convert if you're Northwestern.
Again, a tight formation. Snap back to De Leon. He wants to pass. Heavy pressure. He's going to be wrapped up and sacked behind the line. Goes down at the 45-yard line. That is a big loss. 5, 6, 7 yards on that sack by East Central. Well, they're going to give us the yards credit there. 6-yard sack for East Central brings up 4th and 11. Punt unit out on the field, and homecoming king Blake Humble set up to kick this one away. Back deep to receive for the Tigers will be Trinity Benson. Humble will have the ball snapped to him. He's at the 20-yard line. He'll kick this one away from about the 25. Colin Storks to snap. Ball is back. Rugby-style punt. Humble gets it away. End over end. Hits down at the 32-yard line. Big Ranger roll. Inside the 20. Inside the 15. And it will stop at the 12-yard line. Blake Humble pinning him deep. And the Tigers have got a lot of field in front of them.
Well, he's such a huge weapon, Matt, to have Blake Humble be able to do that. And another punt that lands inside the 20.
I will tell you unofficially, Dustin, the rumor on campus is that right there is why he wears the crown this year of homecoming king.
I don't think there's any question. Again, it's nice to be able to have that and do that. And again, because East Central has struggled so much outside of the one big play for the 68-yard run that set them up with their first score, that's what you want. Make them have to go on a long drive.
Certainly. Northwestern, 13 first downs in this game. 13 times we've been able to tell you that it is a Community Bank first down for the Rangers. Just 6 for the Tigers of East Central. Northwestern has been pounding the run game today. 34 rushing attempts for the Rangers, 159 rush yards. Northwestern averaging just under 5 yards a carry right now. 3 receptions for the Rangers, 51 receiving yards. However, those have been big catches. We're averaging 17 yards a reception with our 51 pass yards in the game thus far. Penalties have been a part of it. 3 flags against East Central so far, 35 penalty yards for the Tigers, 4 penalties and 40 penalty yards for the Rangers as the Tigers are led back out onto the field by David Cornwell, the first of 2 quarterbacks that we have seen today. Cornwell and Ray John Austin Ramey have swapped out basically some series here earlier in the game. Cornwell will be out of the shotgun this time. 3 wide receivers, all of them to the far side. Drops back, pump fake to the wheel route halfback. Now he'll throw well over the top of his intended target, trying to get that one into the hands of return man Trinity Benson, but that ball was 7 or 8 inches outside the leaping grasp of Trinity Benson, who, by the way, goes 6 feet tall, 180-pound senior from Texas. You don't say, Dustin Goodnow. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
We
and now
we had a flag on the play, actually.
Oh, well, I managed to miss
So they're
that.
going to get a first down out of this.
Looks like it was a 15-yard variety. It'll move the ball to the 29-yard line. So in a complete and total guess, I'm going to say face mask.
Well, and that's the thing, Matt. You can't have that happen. You have them backed up. You have an opportunity to get them to punt the football to you, get good field position. Now you keep the drive alive with a penalty.
We'll have information on that penalty as soon as it's up on the stat page. Right now, East Central on a good run around the near side across the 40 to the 45-yard line, and then finally laid into the turf just shy of the 50-yard line. Ball toted that time by Tanner Patino, 3rd running back we've seen today for the Tigers. That was a big pickup and a first down for East Central.
It was, and all of a sudden now East Central here in the second half, mate, they look a little bit better offensively. Some of these big plays are starting to run the football a little bit better. So obviously adjustments were made at halftime by Coach Johnson and his staff.
Roughing the passer was that 15-yard penalty against Northwestern on that incomplete pass by Cornwell. So a bailout play for East Central penalizes Northwestern. They'll go back to Patino this time, hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Maurice Wright was there, and I'm telling you, that guy is an absolute monster. One of the national leaders in tackles this season, one of 2 guys on the nation's top 10 board. Him and Dakota Driscoll patrol the field at that middle linebacker position, and they are a duo to be dealt with without a doubt. 2nd down and 10 upcoming for the Tigers of East Central, who will again go back to the huddle. As they break and come to the line, Cornwell will start out under center. Moves 2 guys from the left side of the formation to the right. 2 wide receivers, 1 man in the backfield. Rangers adjust. They will send a man in motion. It's Benson on a jet sweep. Makes the first tackle miss. 2nd guy is going to sweep his legs out from underneath him and drop him for no gain. 3rd and 10 now upcoming. Solid defensive effort from the Rangers, and that time tackle was made by Michael Thompson.
Well, Rangers have done a fantastic job of really limiting Trinity Benson today. He has not done a whole lot. They've really keyed on him. Every time that they've tried to get the ball in his hands, Rangers have been able to stop it.
So a critical 3rd down for the Tigers. Does their momentum break right here as they face 3rd and 10?
No penalties this time.
Yeah, we could go without them for just this series or the remainder of it. That would be great. Maurice Wright will creep all the way to the line. Rangers look to bring pressure. Bunch wide receivers to the near side. Throws to the flat. Found somebody in a slant route across the 50-yard line. It's Benson, and he'll be rode out of bounds by Michael Thompson. Picked up about 6 on that play. Give him 7 even, maybe. It's still going to be short. 4th down, and we'll call it 4 left to go.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to send the punt unit out. I thought they might have a decision to make, but they're going to just choose to play the field position and try and pin Northwestern deep.
And, you know, I like the spot here, Dustin. I had him a little closer to the 45-yard line, but a toe out of bounds will back him up. That's just a 5-yard gain. 4th and 5 from the 48-yard line in Ranger territory.
And I think if he gets to the 45 where you had thought, I think they go for it.
They probably do. But nevertheless, Jack Preston on to punt. Horatio Smith back deep to return for the Rangers. The snap is back. Light pressure from Northwestern. Punt is away. play. Low driving punt will bounce down at the 15-yard line and then take an awkward roll. It will stop short of the 10. We'll see where they actually put it down at. Give it call it the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rangers, as Cesar De Leon will lead his offensive unit back out onto the field. Of course, Cesar making his first start for the Rangers as the signal caller today.
He'd like to see Northwestern answer that latest touchdown from East Central. Try and get some momentum back here in the second half. Again, Rangers still on top, though, 14-7 with 7:46 to go in the third.
Part of Matt Walters' keys to the game, according to the coach, was score more points than your opponent. And right now, the Rangers succeeding in that aspect of the game. 7:46 left to go in the third. Snap back to De Leon. Handoff. Gatewood tries to go inside. Will bust it outside at the last minute. He'll go across the 15-yard line, drug down shy of the 20. Flags fly into the play. This will be holding against the Rangers, and in fact, it looks as though they're going to tag Sunday Dang with the infraction.
Yeah, it is. Had a hold of the linebacker, I believe. That was Keaton Bell that time, who was trying to pursue Gatewood, but Dang had a hold on him, and now they're going to be backed up 10 yards. Not how you'd like to start this drive for Northwestern.
No, that's one of those momentum killers. Gosh, already pinned deep at the 14-yard line where we started this drive. That 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul will move the ball back to the 7-yard line. So first down and, gosh, a little bit here. 17 for the Rangers. Scoreboard has 2nd and 7. I don't feel like we're on the same page yet. De Leon will call for the snap. Goes into the end zone. Pressure coming. He'll have to get rid of it. Looked to be a screen set up by the Rangers there. He was throwing the ball in the direction of Jalen Williams, but the offensive line was behind Jalen. So if it were a screen, it was not properly executed, to say the least.
Yeah, interesting call on first down to go with the screen on 1st and 20. Again, Rangers now 2nd and 17 is what they've got it now on the scoreboard. We'll see what the Rangers decide to do here. You may try and come up with a run on 2nd down and then try and throw it on 3rd.
He'll have bunch wide receivers, 3 of them to the left side. That's going to be the far side of the field as the Rangers move in the direction of the tiers. Snap back to De Leon, a man in motion. He'll throw across the middle, caught by Kentrez Bell, shoved down, and he will roll to a stop near the 15-yard line. They're going to give him a little credit to the 17. That will bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 7 to go.
Good to hear that you called Kentrez Bell's name, because haven't had a chance to call his name much here today. That's his first catch, I believe. I think it was only maybe his 2nd or 3rd target.
We would have been able to call his name a little earlier. He was wide open on a slant route to the end zone. Ball was thrown just behind him and out of reach for Kentrez, but makes up for it a little bit there at least. Picked up some positive yardage. Now we'll throw down the near sideline. Gavin Gardner being held all the way, and that is going to be a flag for pass interference. And this is the one time that it looks like we're going to catch a break in the pass game. The penalty is going to be on Cameron Jones, the safety, who looks at the referee like, oh, whoa, what? But man, he had a handful of the jersey of Gavin Gardner and just almost like putting the brakes on him, keeping him away from that reception.
Boy, and that's a huge penalty against East Central. Now Rangers have an opportunity to it's going to keep this drive alive with that penalty. And I wasn't sure whether they're going to throw it or not, because you saw the line judge over here had an opportunity to look at the play as well, and he didn't throw the flag. It came from the back judge that time.
It did, and the back judge, I think, saw it the whole way. He was fishing for his flag for a couple of seconds there before he finally got it out and laid it down on the sideline. So the Rangers benefit from the penalty yardage. 1st and 10 now for Northwestern ball at the 30-yard line. 6:41 left to go in the third. Bell in motion. Low snap, handled by De Leon. He will flip it to Bell in the flat near side. Reception made at the 33-yard line. He'll get to the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 5 yards picked up for the Rangers there. 2nd down and 5 to go.
And that's a good gain on 1st down. I like that again. Getting the ball into hands of Kentrez Bell, trying to get him out in space, let him do something with it.
14 first downs for the Rangers in the game. Kentrez Bell in motion again. This time they'll go with a handoff up the middle. Jalen Williams makes the first tackler miss, goes across the 40-yard line, stopped at the 44. cut down by the defensive secondary.
Nice run from Jalen Williams that time. It looks like he's going to come off now, limping a little bit. Gatewood will replace him, but still a nice run from Williams and another Community Bank first down for the Rangers.
Certainly was. Good mix of play calling here by the Ranger coaching staff in the third period. Bailey Garza in the game as a fullback. Look for him to be an eligible wide receiver here. They like to throw the ball to Bailey as they will move Edwards and Garza to the left side of the line as a last-minute switch. De Leon drops back, wants to throw, looking for Bailey Garza down that far sideline, just threw it out of his grasp, incomplete on first down.
Yeah, I wanted Garza down the sidelines and at right about the 50. That was Jonathan Mendez who actually had coverage, had pretty good coverage that time. Would have had to have been a perfect throw to hit Garza.
Gosh, as well as East Central covered that one, I almost feel like they'd seen the Rangers on film some.
Yeah.
Second down and 10 upcoming. Ball is laid down at the 44-yard line in Ranger territory. Plenty of time left to go. 5:45 in the third. Rangers up 14-7. Cesar De Leon will take the snap. Handoff coming to the near side as Gatewood slips through one line of tacklers across the 50-yard line downhill to the 48 as they break into Tiger territory. A pickup of 8 there on the carry from Gatewood will bring up 3rd and 2 for the Rangers. This is the situations that you like, Dustin. Third down, short yardage to go, makes it very manageable, gives you an array of options in that playbook.
Well, and with how well Northwestern has run the football, I would expect another run here from Tyson Gatewood. As we see a little bit, another position coming in. Miles Mitchison will come off. We'll see the tight end come in, Raphael Edwards.
Big target is Edwards for the Rangers. He's an easy guy to spot out there on the field. De Leon facing 3rd and 2 out of the gun, takes the snap, play action, throws near side, complete to Raphael Edwards Jr., and he will have the first down at the 41-yard line. A Community Bank first down reception for the Rangers.
That was Jamar Morris that time on the right side who come up with that catch. A good throw from Cesar De Leon. Again, he's just gotten better and better as this game has come along.
That was the near side. Like you said, Morris and Edwards, they are very similar looking guys. Both big, huge targets in that tight end position. De Leon out of the gun again, tight formation. One man in the backfield. I believe that's Baker, and they're going to hand. Oh, that's Jake Payton getting his first run in about 3 weeks. And Jake will be hit at the line of scrimmage, but again, just second effort, keeps his legs going. Finally rolled down to the ground after a gain of 5. Will bring up 2nd and 5. Ball at the 36-yard line.
It's good to see Jacob Payton. I wasn't sure if we were going to get to see him play or they were going to sit him out this week and maybe bring him back next week, but a nice run for Jacob Payton as we got a quick timeout.
Referees have stopped play momentarily. Went and said something to the offensive, one of the offensive linemen for the Rangers, and then the line judge will report that to the head referee. I don't know if that was a warning or just informing him of maybe some equipment or something, but a momentary stop, now back underway. 4:07 on the clock as the snap goes back to De Leon. He will throw, slant route intended for Miles Mitchinson. Defended well that time, and Mitchinson can't come up with the reception.
Yeah, not a bad throw from Cesar De Leon. Just a good defensive play that time from East Central. But again, his throws are starting to be more on the mark than they were in the first half.
16 first downs in the game for the Rangers now. 37 rushing attempts, 181 rush yards for Northwestern. Now up to 73 receiving yards with 6 receptions. De Leon again with the shotgun snap. Handoff. Jake Payton again. He will find a hole to the outside. Nearly brought down. In fact, had to go use a hand to keep his wheels churning. And he will get very near first down yardage. A gain of 4 will bring up 4th and 1 for the Rangers. And this is one of those situations, Dustin. You have a 1-score lead, but the ball is at the 33-yard line. You need 1 yard to refresh the down markers, and the punt unit doesn't look to be coming out onto the field.
And again, the Ranger offensive line has blocked well all game long, and I think you're just going to turn and hand the ball off to Jacob Payton and let him go get a yard for you.
I think the tackles for loss this game have been fairly limited, just a couple so far for East Central if you take out the sacks. It'll be Jake Payton in the backfield. One man in motion is Kentrez Bell. They will give to Payton. Big hole. Jake finds some running room, spins at the 25-yard line, goes down, ball comes out. Rangers able to cover it up, though.
Oh, my. Very big. And that was a fumble that time as that ball had come come out before Peyton had hit the ground, but Northwestern able to come back and recover that one. A heads-up play on the recovery.
That one took a very fortunate bounce for the Rangers right into one of the downfield blockers there, able to dive on it and cover it up right on top of the Pioneer Cellular sign.
Well, the officials are conferencing at about the 25. Not sure what this is about. I didn't see a flag or anything, so.
The officials now doing that thing that East Central's been doing all day long. Talking in a circle, a huddle.
Again, I never saw a flag thrown.
I don't believe that there was a flag on that play.
First down, Rangers.
The determination will be a Ranger first down, so the sticks and chain gang will move the yard markers down the field. Rangers will set up 1st and 10, a Community Bank first down for Ranger football as they continue to drive here late into the third quarter. 3:08 to go. Rangers up 14-7. Snap back to De Leon. Pressure coming from the backside. Caesar escapes, dodges one tackler, and spins away from a second. Got across the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up a couple on that play. Really not what he wanted to do there. Forced to try and take the ball upfield, made the best of what he could.
He did. A positive play that time from Caesar De Leon as the pressure from around that right side was getting to him, but a good job to step up into the pocket and at least able to pick up 2 or 3 yards on first down.
Caesar goes 5'11", 195-pound junior from Bakersfield, California. Wears jersey number 13. Handoff this time coming to the near side. Flag on the play. That one was just very nonchalantly kind of tossed in there in the general direction of the pile. It'll be a holding penalty against Northwestern. Ouch.
Yeah, right when he threw it. I mean, you knew exactly what was happening. You knew exactly it was going to be a holding.
Yeah, and there's the official signal. Holding against the Rangers, a spot penalty. So the flag comes to rest at the 22-yard line. So 10 yards in reverse from there. Referees will march it backwards. That will bring up 2nd down and a little ways to go for the Rangers. From the 32-yard line, they will need the 15, just about the 14-yard line. The down marker or the chain stretches just beyond the 15-yard line for a first down here.
Oh, and you hate to see that, Matt, because the Rangers had such a good drive going right now here against East Central. Now you have the penalty that backs them up, makes it 2nd and long, makes it a little bit tougher to pick up that first down.
Call it 18 yards. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field, 2 men in the backfield. Play action for De Leon as he drops back, pocket holds, throws over the middle of the field, incomplete. Miles Mitchinson was hit late. There it is. Pass interference penalty comes in late. That one well deserved. Mitchinson was in position to make a play on that ball. It would have been a great catch, but at the last minute as he started to break toward the ball, you could directly see him hit, shoulders turned, flags come in. Not 1 but 2, by the way, and they are in the same area but not right beside each other. Hoping it's just 1 penalty. It is. Both guys saw pass interference against East Central, and for the 2nd time today, a pass interference penalty will move the Rangers 15-yard forward and give them a Community Bank first down.
2nd time on this drive. East Central's helping out Northwestern, and I'll tell you, Matt, we're going to take it. Obviously, this will move the ball inside the 20 to, well, they haven't spotted it yet, but probably right at about the 15, 16-yard line now.
Ball now in progress, being carried across the 20, headed down toward the 15, and the official will be stopped at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Good job by the umpire right there.
Yeah.
20 seconds on the play clock. De Leon with 1 man in the backfield. I believe it's Gatewood. 2 wide receivers split wide to either side. Hand off, Gatewood up the middle. Hole closes quickly. He'll barrel to the 15-yard line and be stopped there. A pickup of, call it 2 for the Rangers, will bring up 2nd down and a long 7.
Yeah, that was R.J. Williams, the linebacker for East Central, coming up and making that play. Initially, it looked like Gatewood may have had some running room. Closed quickly, though, so good tackle from R.J. Williams of East Central.
Miles Mitchinson subs back into the game. Gavin Garner will be the wide out to the near side. 2 men to the far side, Kentrez Bell, Miles Mitchinson, and now they'll pack a third over there with him. That is Jamar Morris. Man in motion is Gatewood. De Leon takes the snap out of the empty backfield, throws to the corner of the end zone looking for Gavin Garner. Incomplete. Questionable. No flag.
Had his hands on it. Garner with the opportunity there, but again, East Central defender draped all over him that time. I thought we might have seen a flag on that play, Matt, but the referee disagrees. So
contact wasn't heavy. It was just that the defender had not gotten himself in position to turn and find the ball. He was right up into the face of Gavin Garner with his hands, and sometimes you get that one, sometimes you don't. Case could be made either direction, I assume. Nevertheless, here for the Rangers, no penalty. Brings up 3rd down and 8. Ball is at the 15-yard line. Rangers would need it about the 7 to convert here. 2 men in the backfield with De Leon as he takes the shotgun snap. This will be a give to Gatewood. Steps out of one tackle across the 10, and he's going to be hit at the 9-yard line. Spot on this side got him at the 10. I thought he got over it, but
decision time. I mean, I would assume you'll send out Zave Goodrich for the field goal here, but the Rangers might decide to go for this one. Does not look like it, though.
Short conversation on the Rangers sideline. Field goal unit out onto the field.
Well, and this is a huge kick. This is one that you've got to have. Get you that 2-possession lead now, and you want to get this one if you're Zave Goodrich.
Colin Stork brought on to the travel roster to be the long snapper here. He will set himself up. Ball at the 10. Holder down at the 12. Makes this a 22-yard field goal attempt for the Rangers. Snap is back. Blake Humble gets it down. Goodrich puts toe to leather. It's up. It's good. The Rangers have put 3 more on the board today from the special teams field goal unit. Northwestern now a 10-point lead, 17-7 over East Central. 36 seconds left in the third. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve. Woodward and Enid, Oklahoma, plus Harper and Anthony, Kansas. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Just look for the arches. That's right, the Golden Arches at McDonald's in Alva. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, pancakes, Big Macs, fries, or even a refreshing salad, think McDonald's first. Once again this year, McDonald's should be your pregame or postgame stop for all Goldbug and Ranger game days. McDonald's is also the proud home for the Alva Goldbug and Northwestern Ranger coaches shows this season. That's McDonald's in Alva, a proud supporter of all area schools and activities.
Well, welcome back. Northwestern on top, 17-7, and that's just facts right there. 36.7 seconds left as we put toe to leather. Nearly a field goal off of the kickoff box here, and then we'll put East Central out on the field 1st and 10 following the touchback.
Yeah, we'll see if the Ranger defense can now come out and force a stop, get the ball back. The offense, Ranger offense. I mean, Matt, to this point, how would you assess the play of Cesar De Leon in running the offense?
Cesar has been really good. He's had what I would consider to be limited pass opportunities today, but that's a lot of credit to the run game so far. But I like it. For a guy that's in there for the first time, a lot of learning to do with this. Matt Walter and company, they run an offensive scheme that's pretty complicated. Cesar seems to be picking it up well, at least the pieces that he's gotten this week, and is making the best of his opportunities so far. Cornwell will be under center as they will run a man in motion one direction, then sending back the other to turn around and hand the ball off to Tyson Jones. That may be the most elaborate 34 dive I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was Marcus Brent who makes that play. Really an easy play for the Ranger defensive line to come up and knock him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard that time. And that's probably going to be the final play of the third quarter as we're under 20 seconds to go.
I have been really impressed by the Ranger defense thus far also. They have really kept East Central bottled up, and the Tigers will choose not to run off another play. We will be back with fourth quarter action. The Rangers lead the Tigers 17-7 here at Ranger Field. You're listening to Northwestern Football, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Pulse 105.7.
At Community Bank, we understand that things change, and this is why we continually strive to provide our customers with a better banking experience. Our location at 1729 College Boulevard and 3 ATM locations offer convenient access for our customers. We strive to develop customer relationships and a high level of community involvement. At Community Bank, we believe in banking together, working with our customers to match the right products and services for their needs, because their success improves our community, and a better community is our goal. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational and guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts, because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
When you want the ultimate
Welcome back to Ranger Football homecoming action. This unrolling out here in front of us on Ranger Field. Final 15 minutes of this game about to get underway. The Rangers have a 10-point lead, 17-7. It's been a defensive effort, solid defensive effort for both teams so far today. But the Northwestern offense has had bright spots. Rush game has worked extremely well. Can't say the same for the Tigers as they will go down behind the line yet again. Tanner Patino, the 5'8", 160-pound freshman running back, will be tackled for a 1-yard loss, and that brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Tigers. Ball will be placed down at the 24-yard line.
Quick GAC scoreboard updates. Southeastern on top of Southwestern in the third quarter. It's 25-13. Arkansas, Monticello, and Arkansas Tech just kicking off. Monticello leading that one 3-0.
Well, look at that. Monticello getting things turned around maybe also. Tech, of course, will be here in town next week to play the Rangers as Cordwell goes out of the shotgun. He'll go 5 wide receivers in this set, empty backfield. Rangers bring some pressure. Throw to a intended target on a slant route goes over the head of his wide receiver. Incomplete. He was looking that time, Dustin, for Jaquan Lincoln, and no chance.
Yeah, Jaquan Lincoln had to have been the size of Manute Bowl to go up and catch that ball. So a 3rd down pass, and we've seen Cornwell do that pretty much all game long. Sail balls over this receiver's head.
Problem with this, I believe, after having seen Cornwell throw one away for about, I would say that ball traveled easily 190 yards, is that these passes are too short. I mean, they need to get some Randy Moss-style guys and just run down the field, because Cornwell has got an arm that you can't outrun.
Yes, I mean, that's what's surprising to me is we haven't seen them throw a deep ball yet to Trinity Benson.
Yeah, and literally, you talked about it. He's a Division I level quarterback.
He was. He's a guy that used to have the glow. I think he's lost it, though, since he's came to East Central.
Needs to get the polish back on it. Ball is going to be punted away. Nice spiraling punt headed down for Horatio Smith. He'll have a chance to return this one. Reel it in at the 35-yard line. Sidesteps a group of tacklers, and he will go forward to the 40. Nice sandwich there for East Central as they are able to corral Horatio. Had he been able to get a little more momentum and slip between those guys, it would have been really difficult for anybody to run him down.
Yeah, that was 6 points. Yeah, give credit to East Central for sandwiching him that time at the 40-yard line. But the Rangers do get good field position out of this. We'll see if they can do something with it here. And really, a score on this drive would almost certainly, I don't want to say put the game out of reach for East Central, but get pretty close to icing this one.
I think you're exactly right, Dustin. A score right here would add to the lead that the Rangers have in the ball game thus far. 17-7 Northwestern. Boy, the sarcasm is just thick up here today. 17-7 Northwestern on top. 14:02 left to go here in the game on homecoming Saturday. Media timeout, so both of our teams taking a minute to get out to the field. We talked about some Great American Conference scoreboard updates. Dustin will have those one more time for us.
Yeah, we do. Southwestern has put another one on the board. It's 25-20 now. Southeastern on top of the Bulldogs. And again, I've told you folks I picked the Bulldogs this week in that matchup, so we'll see what happens. Because if I lose that one, Matt, you pretty much have taken control of the pick'em.
I feel like I might have you dormy with 5 weeks left to go in the season. It's been a topsy-turvy year, though, Dustin. It could just as easily turn around next week. We've both already come off of weeks where we picked only one game correct out of the 6 in the conference. Cesar De Leon out of the gun. 3 wideouts here. Play action as he will roll to the far side of the field. Sets up, throwing on the go. Finds Horatio Smith at the 49-yard line. That's complete. First down for the Rangers. A Community Bank 1st and 10 as the Rangers now occupy East Central territory.
Boy, and that's a great throw from De Leon off the play action that time, rolling to his right and just hitting Horatio Smith right there as he steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line, just right in his hands.
So different than a week ago for the Rangers. Already 3 times the receiving yardage that they were able to amass against the Savage Storm of Southeastern. We now have 84 receiving yards in the game. Handoff to Gatewood. Jumps outside, being pursued heavily. Won't get back to the midfield stripe. Tackled for a 3-yard loss. But, man, Tyson Gatewood, give him credit, Dustin. Could have gone down right off the bat there, as many defenders as there were in the backfield. Able to string that one out to the sideline. Just unfortunately, guys with good angles, good pursuit levels couldn't outrun the defensive coverage and find that corner.
Yeah, that was the 3rd leading tackler for East Central. Corey Williams making that play behind the line of scrimmage. That's now 8 tackles for a loss from Williams on the season.
2nd down and long long for the Rangers as they stare down a 13-yard second down play here. Complete to Horatio Smith again across the 50-yard line. Horatio will go forward for another yard or two, be stopped at the 46. That will bring it to 3rd down and 7 for the Rangers here.
Yeah, that's a good pitch and catch. It picks up positive yards. And I like how Cesar De Leon is trying to get the ball into the hands of one of your better playmakers in Horatio Smith. This is the most I think we've seen Smith targeted throughout the 2018 season.
Certainly is. Horatio, we talked about this a week ago, maybe needs to be a little bit of a bigger piece of the offensive puzzle, or maybe be more than he had been leading up to this game. Snap back to De Leon. Pressure coming. Heavy pressure. That doesn't look good. De Leon went down, and I think he set the ball down before he was tackled. As he was going down, ball just came out of his hand. East Central recovered it, or at least initially recovered it. We will see what happens. Northwestern took it back at the bottom of the pile because there was no doubt the Tigers were on top of that one. Ball squirted out, though, and I think De Leon may have been the one that actually came up with it. However, the result's still not good. 4th down and a short bus ride for the Rangers. They'll have to punt this one away as homecoming king Blake Humble will come out on the field to put toe to leather.
A massive break for Northwestern that time as De Leon coughed the ball up. And Matt, I'm with you. It looked like East Central had recovered that football, and I think they did initially. And then I don't know how it got taken away at the bottom of that pile, though.
Here's a good distance for Blake Humble. He's going to catch this at the 30-yard line, kick it away from about the 35. Ball in the air, high spiraling punt. This one will wind its way down to the 20, hop forward to the 10. We're still rolling inside the 5-yard line down to nearly the 4, and Blake Humble has pinned him deep yet again. He may be the most valuable kicker in the conference.
No question. Again,
if not the country. Wow.
We've seen him do it all year long, and he just makes it so difficult on the opposing offenses, having to drive the length of the field as he puts another one inside the 20. I believe he's up to double digits now in the season at 10.
Comes out of the game, takes off the helmet, puts on the crown. That is homecoming king Blake Humble getting it done for the Rangers on the special teams unit. Pinned East Central inside the 5 with an extremely well-designed, well-placed punt off of the toe of Blake Humble. Wow. So there we have it, Dustin. Northwestern, the defense in great position, and East Central facing 95 yards with 11:28 left to go in the game. The Tigers are down 10 to the Rangers here in Alva, 17-7. Rangers on top and looking like they have the momentum.
They do. Again, it's going to be huge. This defense comes out and forces maybe a 3-and-out here. But again, it's been difficult for East Central to drive the length of the field most of the day. They've just had that one big play on that end around that went for 68 yards. So we'll see what the defense can come up with here on this drive, because just 11:28 to go, and it's been such a struggle for East Central. I mean, they're going to have to figure out a way to score and score quickly.
And it is going to be Ray John Austin Ramsey who is going to be the signal caller, the new QB for East Central. We saw him take over in the second quarter as well. He will ride out the rest of the fourth, we believe. Snap back to Ramsey. Pitch to Trinity Benson on a jet sweep. He will be drugged down shy of the 10-yard line at the 9. Maurice Wright on the tackle for the Rangers, a name that we just seem to be saying a lot today.
Well, that was a great tackle from Wright, because it looked like Trinity Benson, after he had got that flip pass from Ramey, looked like he had an opportunity to break that for a bigger gain, but good tackle by Wright to limit to just 4 or 5 yards.
10 tackles in the game now for Maurice Wright as he continues to put double-digit numbers on the board week in, week out. Very special guy we're watching play football here at Northwestern in Maurice Wright. Now they're going to stick him out in coverage on one of the wide receivers to the near side. Snap back to Ramsey. He will evade pressure, now being forced to tuck the ball and run, and the Rangers are going to swarm in. Nowhere to go. Loss of a yard back to the 8-yard line. Will bring up third down, and we'll call it 7 for the Tigers after a solid defensive stand for the Rangers right there.
I think that was Nehemiah Lewis who was initially in on that play, along with Brian Holidays. They come up with the sack on the quarterback, Austin Ramsey.
So what will the Tigers have for this third down and 7 upcoming? Ball placed at the 8-yard line. They'll go 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 man to the far side. Linebacker Maurice Wright in coverage to the near side. Ramsey's going to be flushed from the pocket. Now throwing complete at the 15-yard line. Ball carrier receiver out to the 20 across the 30, and he will be stopped at the 35-yard line. Great pitch and catch right there for the Tigers. That was Trey Harvey, the tight end, who got out on that one. Maurice Wright initially missed the tackle. tackle, then able to catch up downfield and help stop him. But wow, big gain for the Tigers right there, Dustin. 1st and 10 East Central.
Yeah, it is, and that's the first catch of the day from the tight end Trey Harvey. First time he's been targeted, but that's huge for East Central that time. But you're hoping Wright could make that tackle, just unable to do it. They were near the sidelines.
Looked like Maurice maybe tried to jump that route a little bit, just got out in front of the ball, and it got over his head for a good completion. A 27-yard reception for East Central. Ramsey drops back in the pocket this time, wants to throw downfield, has a man in the seam, incomplete off his hands. That is fortunate because he was, what's the word, Dustin? Open.
Yes,
wow.
He was, and that's one that I'm sure that he's going to want back because that was Jeremiah Jefferson that time. That was a good throw from Austin Ramsey, but Jefferson not able to haul that one in. And we finally see him stretch the field a little bit.
Oh, yeah, he had Aaron Barnes on his outside hip, and he was breaking inside. Got a step on Barnes from the angle. Great play right there. And you can see Coach Lott talking to Aaron Barnes about, making sure that he doesn't allow those receivers to settle into those seam routes like that downfield. Barnes a solid corner for the Rangers, by the way. Very rarely will you see him out of position. Almost got burned right there, though. One man in motion for East Central as he goes in motion, backs up and hits Ramey, who then fires a shot into the back of one of his offensive linemen. If that was a screen, it didn't work. I think he was looking for Patino on that play, who was buried under two of his own offensive linemen and a Ranger defender.
I'm not sure what that was. That was Jaquan Lincoln that had come in motion from left to right and had bumped into his quarterback, so obviously a bad start to the play right there. They're lucky they ended up having a turnover to get sacked there. They're able to get the incompletion.
That's some credit to Ramsey right there to be able to keep his head and try to make that play, because that was a pretty good little shot he took on that accidental running into the guy in motion. 3 wide receivers to the far side this time as the snap goes back to Ramsey. Pressure coming. He will step up in the pocket. Dropped by Dakota Driscoll. Wow, can Driscoll cover some ground as a linebacker? As soon as Ramsey took a step forward, Dakota came upfield out of nowhere to bring Ramsey to the turf for a loss of 2 yards. 4th and long coming up in the punt unit for East Central, back out on the field.
And I don't think Ramsey figured how fast that Dakota Driscoll was on that time. I think he thought he maybe had a little bit more time, but Driscoll just comes out of nowhere to make up that sack. And good coverage again downfield. That's a good coverage sack for Northwestern.
That right there is why Dakota Driscoll among one of the nation's top linebackers this season. Horatio Smith back to return the punt. Snap is back, kick is away. Wobbling kick headed downfield. H will back out of the way, and that one takes a huge Tiger hop. Horatio would have been in really poor position to grab that one. That one most likely one of those that jumps up into you and gets muffed, ends up being a live ball. Instead, East Central will down it, and the Rangers will have a lot of green in front of them. They'll start this drive at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and that's probably a good call. You don't want to kind of try and come up and get that one, and the possibility of turning the football over and giving East Central such great field position, just of how much they've struggled offensively. Now we'll see if the Rangers can necessarily don't have to go score. You'd love to go score, but at least chew up some time off this clock. Just 8:29 to go here in the 4th. They lead by 10.
That was a good punt off of the foot of Jack Preston to pin the Rangers deep. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. 8.5 minutes left to go in this game. De Leon out of the gun. One man in the backfield with him. He will hand off straight ahead. Rangers are met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard gained out of that play. They'll move it to the, I'll give them 2. They'll move it to the 15-yard line. 2nd and 8 upcoming. Jalen Williams carrying the ball for the Rangers that time. And I don't know if it's just been Jalen's luck of the draw, but there seem to be just so few opportunities to escape that first line of the defense when Williams has run the ball today. Take a look here at Williams' numbers on the day. 10 carries for 60 yards, a 6-yard average, but not what you'd expect with a guy with the explosiveness of Jalen Williams. On 2nd down, the Rangers will attack the right side of that East Central defense, move the ball to the 20-yard line, give them the 21, 3rd and short, call it 3rd down and 2 for the Rangers.
Yeah, a good run. That was, again, Jalen Williams that time off the right side. Now brings up 3rd and manageable here for Northwestern. Opportunity to pick up a first down and chew a little bit more of this clock.
That's becoming the big enemy of the Tigers. Right now, they trail by 10, 17-7. Rangers on top. Not a glowing offensive performance for the Rangers today with just 17 points on the board, but the run game has been sharp. 191 rush yards for the Rangers on 45 attempts so far today. De Leon takes the snap, looking for Jalen Williams running right, and he is going to be hit and dropped shy of first down yardage. Picks up, a yard and a half. No, they're going to give it to him. Good spot over there on the far side. That'll be a community bank first down for the Rangers.
Not so sure about it, but we'll take it. It looked like he was initially
still
short.
Stopped right now. Right now, the East Central coaches are pleading with the referees to take a look at whether or not this is going to be a first down. In fact, the chain gang was signaled to go downfield by the referees. The East Central coaching staff was actually the ones that told them, hold on just a minute, guys, we may ask for a measurement here. Upon further review, the referees have decided that they had it right all along, and it will be a Ranger first down. So De Leon takes the shotgun snap. Jalen Williams just straight ahead, makes the first man miss this time into the defensive second layer of the defense, if you will. A 4-yard gain for the Rangers on first down, 2nd and 6 upcoming, and Northwestern probably going to be able, or if they are able, to keep this one on the ground. I would say we will see a very few pass attempts coming up.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd be stunned if they let Cesar De Leon put the ball in the air. Obviously, he's been pretty good here in the second half, but you don't want to have that opportunity to have a turnover and give East Central the football.
Now 6 minutes left to go. We brought in the heavy receiver unit here. Miles Mitchinson, Gavin Garner, Justin Kane even in the game right now, and a flag drops. Trying to see what's going on. I think the referees have thrown the flag because as everybody looks to the tiers and tries to signal, we've got some lights on up there in the tiers, and Matt Walter and company are going to try and get people to shut those lights off. Guys, if you're going to be leaving the game, you need to do so with your running lights, headlights. Every light that you've got on up there needs to be turned off. If you're listening here on the Pulse, guys, I know it's cold out there, but if you turn those vehicles on in the daytime, running lamps are on. That can cause some problems for the players on the field. Please make sure you get those shut off quickly. Snap back to De Leon. He will throw to Gavin Garner, complete on the near side across the 25 to the 30 to the 35 before he goes out of bounds. That's good enough for a community bank first down for the Rangers. That will be first down number 21 in the game today for the Rangers.
Well, we thought they wouldn't put the ball in the air, but that one's a safe throw that time from De Leon. It's just not going to be a deep route or anything like that. That's an easy pitch and catch for Northwestern. Gives them another first down on this drive. And they've already chewed up over 3.5 minutes now off this clock.
Bailey Garza will enter the game for the Rangers into that fullback position. Look for him to be out in a pass route here on 1st and 10 for the Rangers from the 35. De Leon with Gatewood in the backfield. Another man out there is going to be Horatio Smith. They'll send him in motion. Snap back to De Leon. Hand off to Gatewood, and he's going to be tackled behind the line this time. Dodged the first tackler, tried to get some lateral movement to find the corner near side. Couldn't do it, and he'll go down a yard behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 11 now upcoming.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11 for the Rangers.
Some substitutions for East Central as well. They will bring Justin Hayden, safety, into the game. Justin Kane will go from the near side to the far side wide receiver for the Rangers. 3 men now stacked up to that side. They'll send Gavin Garner in motion. Takes the snap, handoff to Gatewood coming near side. Ooh, back behind the line again. Flag comes in.
We'll see what the flag is for.
Could be a holding call, but right there, I didn't see anybody around that play other than Gatewood, who was tackled, but I also didn't see a face mask of any kind. Now they'll help one of the Rangers. That was Jamar Morris up off the ground. Maybe Morris got tangled up with somebody.
It is a face mask against East Central.
There we go.
That's a huge penalty.
That is a big one, and for the first time in a couple of games, Dustin, the Rangers are on the good side of some of these penalty calls. A couple of pass interference penalties against East Central, and now that big face mask penalty. That will be the 6th penalty whistled against East Central. About 78 penalty yards after this one is assessed. 15 yards gives the Rangers another community bank first down. Northwestern's been flagged 7 times in the game. They have 71 penalty yards.
First and 10, Rangers.
Rangers are 5 of 15 on 3rd downs today. Again, not a glowing stat, but much better than East Central's 2 of 10.
Well, and much better than a week ago when we were 1 of 11.
9. Yeah, 1 of 11. Sorry. I overestimated it. 4 minutes left to go in the game as the Rangers continue to chew the clock up. Hand off to Jalen Williams. Finds a hole straight ahead. Bust into the defensive secondary, and he'll be brought down at the 39-yard line. Flag comes in at the end of this thing, and they're going to call this a holding penalty. They threw that flag right there where Cesar De Leon was standing. Nobody was around him, so I don't know when the hold took place, but the Whitecap is fairly convinced that it happened.
I'm really tired of seeing the color of yellow. out there on the field. I mean, there's just there's been an enormous amount of penalties.
Got some bad news for you. The guys coming to town next week wear a little bit of yellow on their jerseys as well.
That's true.
Arkansas Tech, the Wonder Boys, will be in Alva next week for the Rangers after we wrap this one up against East Central. It looks as though Northwestern can cruise this on in. The clock quickly becoming the enemy of the Tigers. A 10-point lead, 17-7 Northwestern with the ball. But a big first down here. First and 20. Ball at the 39-yard line. Hand off to Jalen Williams. Cuts left and right. Finally finds some go-forward room, and he will be stopped at the 47-yard line in Ranger territory. Returned the ball to just 2 yards shy of the initial line of scrimmage. That'll bring up second down and 12 for the Rangers in their own territory, but very near the 50-yard line.
We'll see Gatewood come into the game now for Williams. He's limping a little bit again. We've seen him do that a couple of times today. The one running back, Matt, we have not seen today was Callion Baker.
True. We haven't seen a carry from Baker. We've seen some limited carries by Jake Payton. In fact, I think just 2 in the game. Fumbled on the second one. We haven't seen him since. I'm not sure Jake, with that elbow injury, is 100% yet. Maybe just trying to get a few reps. Second and 12 as the snap goes back to De Leon. Handoff to Tyson Gatewood. Gets in behind the big O-line, and he will drive himself forward to the 50-yard line. A pickup of 3 will bring up third down and 9 as the Rangers had faced first and 20 after that holding call. We will now play in front of the chains for third down. First time on this particular 3-play run.
Well, and you'll live with that. And here, the third down, I would not expect the Rangers to put the ball up in the air here with just 2.5 minutes to play. And East Central only has 2 timeouts, so I think you run the ball here, and if you pick up the first down, great. If you don't, punt the ball away.
Tight formation, one man in the backfield. De Leon taking his time. He'll bleed that clock down. Play clock inside 8 seconds now. Probably snap it at 5. 2:16 left to go on the game clock. De Leon calls for the ball. Snap back, pressure coming. Can't escape. He's going to be sacked. Oh, gosh, big sack. Will take him down all the way back at the 40-yard line. Ouch.
I'm not a big fan of that call because the fact that De Leon got sacked and there's an opportunity of him possibly coughing up the football on a big sack like that, I just assume you just run the football and punt it away.
Big blitz that time from East Central, too. They brought heavy pressure up the middle, shooting linebackers right through the gaps, and they were quick. Got back to De Leon about the time the ball did. Not much that he could do.
Well, East Central burned one of their timeouts.
But we'll take it with them. You're listening to Ranger Football right here on the Pulse 105.7.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Stephanie Eaton at 327-3600 today.
When you want the ultimate music and light show for your wedding, special event, or dance, you need Local Boys Entertainment. Whether it's country, rock, or the oldies, Local Boys Entertainment in Cherokee, Oklahoma will give you an unforgettable event. Local Boys offers the new Dancing on a Cloud with a dry ice fog machine, which is approved by most venues and perfect for your first dance. Local Boys Entertainment are the only ones in the area that offer this awesome effect. Book Local Boys today by calling 580-216-3116 or check them out on Facebook at Local Boys Entertainment. Don't settle for just a DJ. Book Local Boys Entertainment out of Cherokee today.
Welcome back. Blake Humble had some pressure come right up the face of that, right in his face on that punt attempt, Dustin. Didn't get off a great one. It only went to the 30-yard line where the Rangers were able to down it. No return from East Central, but still not bad field position. First and 10 from the 30 as Ramsey will be out of the gun. Takes the shotgun snap, drops back, pressure coming. He's going to throw underneath, a little screen route to the open halfback. He'll take it across the 35-yard line to the 40 and upfield, just shy of the 45. Flag drops out, and now a second on the way. I don't know what the second one was all about, but the first one looked like it was a part of the play. The second one came out very late.
The first one, I think, is going to be a spot foul holding. Now, the second one, I have absolutely no idea why he threw it.
Referee dropped that one, and he's moved it up. They threw it originally at the 35-yard line. Now he'll drop it back down at the 40, which is very near where that first flag came out. Maybe they saw the same thing. But it was so delayed on that second flag coming out, I'm not sure that there wasn't a second infraction. I suppose better than speculating, we can just wait for them to tell us. Or at least hand signal it to us. Holding against East Central. That's a good thing. They picked up at least 9 on that play, if not enough for a first down.
And a dead ball, unsportsmanlike against East Central as well, so back them up even further.
And that was what the second flag was. I wondered, there was one man over by the white cap when he threw that flag, and it was Wyatt Galante, the offensive lineman for East Central. Must have had a discussion with the official that didn't use all the appropriate adjectives, and nevertheless, 2 penalties against East Central. The Tigers are now facing first down and a bus ride. They are at the 15-yard line. They need the 40 to convert for a first down. Makes it 1st and 25 here for the Tigers. Ramsey out of the gun. 4 wide receivers in the set, 2 left, 2 right. They are stacked. Northwestern comes. Pocket holds well. Ramsey escapes now going to the far sideline, and he will be ushered out of bounds over there by Eric Cook. A nice pickup for the quarterback on first down, but they needed 25, Dustin. He got back about 15 of them, maybe a little more.
Yeah, still brings up second and long for East Central. And again, just a minute 38 to play with just 1 timeout. And East Central's not the type of team, Matt, that can go score quickly, as we've seen so far this season.
Haven't been anyways, but man, I hate to see that happen here. 1:38 to go in the game. Rangers enjoying a 10-point lead right now, 17-7. East Central with the ball. Ramsey will be out of the gun again. 3 wideouts. Drops back pocket, holds, wants to throw downfield. Got some arm strength here, and he will overthrow Trinity Benson, who was at the 35-yard line in Ranger territory. Well covered that time, though. Eric Cook also in the neighborhood. Aaron Barnes had made his way this direction as well. So good coverage for the Rangers, and a throw just off the mark from Ramsey actually overthrew his target, who was deep downfield.
Score update for you. Southeastern leading Southwestern now 31-20. That's in the second half. Arkansas Monticello on top of Arkansas Tech 10-0, and Harding leads Ouachita Baptist in the game of the week in Great American Conference 3-0.
Rangers just a minute and a half from sealing this one up. A slant pattern complete to the wide receiver out of the backfield. I say that. Tyson Jones had come out on a little drag route right there, caught the ball at the 29-yard line and was tackled almost immediately. That will bring up 4th down and 11. Set ball at the 39. The Tigers need the 40-yard line in their own territory to convert this first down. 4th and 11. They're going to have to go for it here. Clock is their enemy. 1 minute and 4 seconds left to go as Ramsey calls for the snap. Pressure coming. He will step up in the pocket to elude. Throws to the near sideline. It was complete in the hands of Trinity Benson, but it was well short of the needed yardage for a first down, and the Rangers will take over on downs with just 56 seconds left to go in this game. Dustin, you would assume with only 1 timeout remaining for East Central that Northwestern can effectively run this one out, and this will be a homecoming victory for the Rangers, continuing a line of victories against East Central here under Matt Walter. In fact, I think 3 of 4 Coach Walter has managed to win against East Central. 2 of those, maybe 3 now on homecoming Saturday.
Well, getting a win today is obviously going to boost the morale of this football team after probably being down a little bit after the last couple of weeks. So it's going to be huge moving forward for Northwestern after this victory, because here's the thing, you're going to have to turn around and play a very good Arkansas Tech team next week at home. So you'd like to figure out a way to win some of these home games you've got coming up.
Talked about the fact that we played East Central for a long stretch of games. In fact, the entire series is led by East Central. They lead 50, 25, and 9 all time. In the series, the Rangers are 12, 21, and 2 against East Central here in Alva. So this will be the 13th win in Alva for the Rangers, the 26th win overall in a series history that dates back to 1913. That is a lot of football games. This is the 85th meeting between these two squads. And again, the Rangers are just going to run this one out. First down, we take a knee. Second down upcoming. 25 seconds left on the game clock, about 13 seconds left on the play clock. So give or take a 10-second differential. One more kneel will do it as Cesar De Leon takes the snap and hits a knee. That will do it. A cap goes on at the Rangers have a 17-7 homecoming victory over the Tigers of East Central University. That will move the Rangers forward. Now 2-4 in the conference. East Central will drop one down, also find themselves 2-4 in conference play. But less important maybe than the fact that the Rangers come out with a win here, Dustin, is that the Rangers starting to play a little bit more Ranger football. I wouldn't say that this is a total return of the offense, but definitely some life in these guys. Cesar De Leon may be the ticket going forward for the rest of the season.
I really may be, because again, he struggled a little bit to start, but I thought Cesar De Leon had gotten a lot better when you look at it quarters number 2, 3, and 4, and able to lead the Rangers' victory and get his first win as a Ranger quarterback. So again, he took over for Isaiah Weed today. Rangers had to grind a little bit to get this victory, but sometimes you've got to do that, Matt. And but at least the running game got back to being what we expect to see for Northwestern. I think next they'll obviously start to work on the passing game, and I think that's going to come with the more reps that Cesar De Leon's going to get.
185 rushing yards on the day for the Rangers. That was a good total. The pass game not quite what it was even just a few weeks ago, but again, the victory kind of makes that one worth it, if you will. And I think it was really important for the Rangers to find a way to win here. 17 points, not offensively what you would hope for as far as potency, but a great game from the defense as they hold the Tigers to just 7, enough to allow that offensive unit to get its feet back underneath it and begin to build back up from here. And remember, guys, we're talking about a team that is a very talented unit that just needs to find a way to come together for 4 full quarters when they've got the entire playbook put in and out in front of them. So a lot to look forward to for Ranger football as we celebrate a win on homecoming Saturday here at Ranger Field.